What's going on, guys? Valentine's Day is around the corner, and you got to make sure your girl is happy when the pants come off. And if you don't have a girl and you got to pick one up, same thing, man. You want to make sure first impressions are as good as they can be. So you want to make sure you're trimmed up, prepped up, and everything looks and smells great. So I'm going to show you guys, make sure you get to manscaped.com/RBP. Check this out. So the Performance Package 4.0 comes with the trimmer, the nose trimmer, the ball deodorant, and the ball toner. Now, also, if you go to products, you get all these awesome things. The boxers feel great. The t-shirts are comfortable. The travel bag is big, leather. It's nice, holds all your stuff. And they got all this other stuff, lip balm, foot duster, cologne. They have a ton of stuff. They have body wash, shampoo. Make sure your hygiene is good for Valentine's Day, man. You want to make sure after dinner and after drinks, when you're at home, everything is in line. So get to manscaped.com/RBP or use code RBP when checking out. Get 20% off plus free shipping. It's a great deal, guys. You're not going to get one better. So get to manscaped.com/RBP. Thanks, guys.
Got it.
What's up, man?
Good, bro.
What are you in a basement there? Is that a green screen you got behind you?
It's a green screen I got, yeah, for when I'm doing my streaming.
What stream? What does it look like behind you? Is it like in the game?
Oh, I look like I'm in a hot tub. I've got a hot tub, a fake image of me in a hot tub. I'll show you.
Show why? Why a hot tub?
Just for fucking comedy's sake, mate. I've just sent it to you. It's
you can't actually do it right now?
I've just WhatsApped it.
No, I know, but you can't.
I don't know how to do that shit because I've got to put my lights and that on, and then it's just long. It's fucking hard work.
I want you to do the podcast in the hot tub.
It would be good. If I can work it out, I'll do it next time.
Okay, next time.
But this isn't even my good fucking camera, but I don't have to switch it over.
This is awesome.
Like
I'm gonna see if I can show it. One sec. Let me.
I know. I don't know if it works, but I will try and work it out for this.
Wait, it's still blurry. I know. I'm trying.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Wait, there you are.
Oh wait, there we go. Look, I'm in a hot tub.
What the fuck's this?
It's James in a hot tub.
It's when I'm gaming. I'm in a hot tub. That's my setup. It's not like it's green screen, isn't it?
Oh, so you actually don't have a hot? You need to get a hot tub, mate. That's what you need.
No,
yeah, no, but I can't play in a hot tub for real, can I?
I want him to do the podcast in the hot tub.
Wait, I'm going to try and look it out.
Why couldn't you game in a hot tub? Just keep the controller up.
You sweat your bag off.
Now you don't realize it's when you're hot and you don't realize you're sweating in the when you're in the bath, right? I like that.
Yeah, true.
Ben, you look leaner.
Shredded, bro.
I dropped fucking 8 pounds.
Paul, what does this start, man? Can you please fix your screen?
This is what my dad does. I FaceTime my dad and I can see like over his shoulder.
He's like, "Hi guys, what's going on?"
And I've got this whole new setup, and I'm just trying to.
Is that like in your basement or something?
No, it's in my spare bedroom.
British houses don't really have basements.
Yeah, not really, unless they're like in London, like central London.
I watched a special actually about London, or a documentary thing about London. They were talking about how really, really rich people are building like super basements. Have you guys heard of that?
Oh, Yannick has heard of it, apparently.
Everyone's doing it.
1 second.
Everyone doing it.
Fall out with their neighbours.
And they fall out with their neighbours because of it.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Are they digging under there? Are they digging under like where they shouldn't be?
They're like underground car park with like their thing you drive a car on and spins around and takes it.
Oh yeah. I know.
Look, watch. I'm going to show you guys. Watch. Luxury basements, London. I just typed it in on Google. Check out the images. So this is what they're doing. It's like,
oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a house, and then they build like a whole fucking another house underneath. Look, there's like a swimming pool down here and shit, like a gym. So like this is a basement.
Imagine if someone just like, I'm gonna keep my like 2-bed, 2 up, 2 down, and then beneath just be this fucking palace.
Look how badass this basement is though. They got a pool table over here, a fucking swimming pool. Like Imagine how rich you got to be to fucking do this in London.
Is that because
especially.
property is really expensive? So
No, it's because there's nowhere to
you
build.
maximize your space?
No, because it's because London is, well, you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's because London is crammed. So they're building down because there's nowhere else to build.
No, you know what this is? This is they don't want their family to know just how much money they do fucking have.
Look at this shit, man. Like, can you imagine that's in your basement?
That's mad, isn't it?
They're building the back cave under their houses.
So look, this guy's got a garage and a car lift, and it goes down, and he parks his cars here. Like, how rich is this fucking bowling alley?
Is it 4 levels? His basement?
It's 3. It looks like.
No. There's
a level here. Yeah.
Can I just say you're going? Oh yeah, this guy's got this and this. This is just a shitty drawing. Someone's.
No, I know, but these are the pictures. But these are the pictures to prove it. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
No, I know, but I'm saying that one there, like the
this one,
the drawings. I'm like, that's just a drawing.
I think that's somebody.
That's like me drawing my. That's like me getting my head and then just drawing like Nick Walker's body on and being like, I'm gonna live here. Fuck off.
No, but I think this is somebody's actual plan. So like, it's just funny because it's like. Anyway.
Prove it.
Okay, I gotta find that house now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's like.
Is that London, England?
Yeah.
That's one of the most expensive cities in the world, isn't it?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I guess
I think like around like Belgravia is like the highest like per square foot.
Yeah, so that's why these like uber rich people are like they want to live there and there's nowhere else to build, so they fucking just go down and build.
Yeah. They go down instead of up.
I couldn't remember why it was such an uproar though with the neighbors. There was a whole thing about that. I couldn't remember what it was.
Is it just because of the building work that it requires? Just because it's a pain in the ass?
I thought it was, from what I remember, it might have been just because of all the fucking construction work going on all of a sudden around their neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you guys think?
I like the top.
Ben, what do you think?
Where's your axe? You need guy's axe.
I'm trying to be British today. I was like, I'm going to break out the plaid.
I like it.
No, you need tweed. You need tweed. You need to get a tweed flannel. That's British.
Like lumberjack jacket.
So I talked to Paul about 10 minutes before this, and he said, are we doing the podcast? I said, yeah. He goes, who are we on with? I said, I'm not telling you. He goes, how come you get to know? And I'm like, well, because it's my podcast. He said, well, I want to be on with James. So I said, I'm not telling you anything. So there you go, Paul. You're on with James.
Thank you for that. Hi, James.
Hey, man.
You guys want to have a little chat before we start?
Before we leave?
Hey, man.
Can I go?
You're looking huge.
Yeah, we'll see you two later.
Ben, let's just take off. Fuck it. You guys are the rest of the podcast.
Leave us on.
What's going on, boys? Ben, how's everything going? How's COVID? Is it gone or you still got it?
I'm still positive. I feel 80%. I know I've got something. I have a headache and I get out of breath pretty quick, but it fucking like put me on the floor for 2 days hard, and then I was okay.
When did you get sick?
I woke up Wednesday and I was like, I started feeling pretty shitty Tuesday evening. Yeah. And when I woke up Wednesday morning, I was like, fuck. I ended up.
Me too.
Oh, you got it too? Yeah.
Yeah, only for like a day though.
If I had to guess, I think Ben had Delta and Paul had Omicron.
I had Omicron
because Paul was like not sick at all, and Ben was like bedridden.
Yeah. So I had a fever for a day.
I actually just got off the phone to my dad, and my dad was like, "So, which one did you have?" I'm like, "I don't know. They forgot to take the fucking label off before they gave it to me. How the fuck do you know?"
Well, no, they call you and tell you.
No, did they? They didn't tell me.
They called me and told me.
Really?
What did they call you? Be like, hey man, we gave you the Delta one.
We're gonna mark you down as Delta. No, seriously though, they did, whether it's bullshit or not, I don't care. I don't get into that conversation. But they did call me. I want to say it was like, so I did my 14-day quarantine, and then I think they called me a week or two after that. And they said, hey, we just want to let you know that you had Delta. And I'm like, okay, that was the only reason for the call. They just called me to let me know.
Really?
Which one? Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I didn't get that call.
Well, maybe it's too soon still.
Maybe. From what I read.
But wait a second. Sorry, Paul. Maybe mine was because like I actually got stopped at the airport. Like they did. I did it through the government, right?
I was gonna say who's they. If I get a phone call from some random person like, you have Omicron, I'm like, who the fuck's Who's calling me? Who's they?
But I just mean like mine was registered.
Here's NHS, but I wouldn't know where it's the rest of the world.
No, but I just mean like mine was registered through Ontario Health Government. Health Canada.
Is it like a thing like you get a new appliance, you have to register it? I didn't register getting sick. I'm
saying because mine was through the airport, so it was registered through. Like Paul got sick, and he just went and got a PCR test. Right.
Yeah.
Mine was like health, like the government of Ontario was calling me.
The government called the healthcare system called you.
Yeah. They were calling me every day when I was sick and be like,
they called you that much?
Yeah. So the first 3 days they called me every day, and then they're like, okay, now you just have to check the app, because there's like an app called ArriveCan or something like that.
Yep.
Or Swift. I think it was Swift. I can't remember the name of it because there's 2 of them. But I had to go on the app and mark if I had any symptoms. So I just kept marking no until I got symptoms. I'm like, yes. And then at the end of it all, that was like 2 weeks later, I got the call. Actually, I think I got a call the last day or 2 days before, and they're like, your quarantine is over tomorrow. After tomorrow, you can leave the house.
Okay.
And then a week or 2 after that, I got a call, and they said, we just wanted to let you know that you had Delta.
But I think since then, Fouad, it's changed. Like when you got sick, I think the rules were like 10 days you had to quarantine. Now I think it's only 5.
It was 14 days when you're right. It was 10 days from your last PCR test.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I think it's 5.
Yeah.
I'll say this, and I know that everybody has a different like experience and different symptoms, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it wasn't too bad, it's fine, go and get it. The worst thing for me is the isolation, because I'm trying to keep separate of Denise and Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Be respectful. Man, I'm like listening to them play, and she's sending me videos. I'm sat in the bedroom, just like she sleeps in the other room, and then I'm just sitting here like, it sucks all day, just fucking hearing him laugh, and he's calling me going, Dada, and I can't do anything. I was fucking miserable.
Well, Paul,
you stayed in your room the whole time?
Paul didn't do shit. He was hanging out with his kids and like.
Well, my wife had it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, your wife had it.
I don't really know. If it was me, I would just carry on as normal, because Denise is sick, but she's testing negative.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm just being respectful of what she wants to do. And I don't want Phoenix. Not that she feels rough anyway, and she's having to look after him on his own. And if he gets sick on top of that, it's going to be harder for her to deal with. So I'm just
play it safe.
No, I'm not being selfish with that.
Yeah.
So, Paul, we just talked about this yesterday actually, the podcast aired today. We talked about you a little bit on the podcast. So
I heard.
Now that you're
DMs.
Now that you're on the podcast, I thought I would share with the 2 gentlemen here and see if you could defend yourself.
Okay. So is this my coffee thing?
So we'll start with the coffee thing. So do you want to tell them, or you want me to tell them?
I can justify my actions.
Okay, so I'll tell them, and then you justify. So
okay.
I go for a coffee. Me and Paul will go on a road trip like a couple weeks ago. In the morning, he gets a coffee, and he gets 2 cream, 2 sugar. And then on the way home, what do you mean no? 2
sweeteners. I only get sugar if it's after a workout, Fouad.
No, 100% it was 2 sugar. Anyway,
no.
So I'm positive. So anyway, it doesn't change the point anyway. So later on in the day, we're driving home. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, I'll have a coffee, 1 cream, 2 sweetener. I'm like, but that's totally different from your coffee order this morning. He's like, so Paul changes his coffee order like randomly all the time. So I just want to
depends on how I feel.
Depending on time of day, or
no, it depends on how I feel.
Go ahead, explain yourself, Paul. Why do you change the coffee order randomly?
I typically will have my first coffee of the day with cream and sweetener, not sugar. And then later in the day, I don't want that heavy cream in my stomach, so I'll switch to milk. But I'll still have a sweetener usually. Sometimes I'll have a black if I don't want any dairy in it at all.
Let's throw that one in the mix.
But I don't think that's that strange though. Sometimes I don't want any sweetener in it. I want just like, got the coffee and milk.
So I'm going to ask Ben first, because James is Paul's best friend. So Ben, have you ever changed? Like when I go get my coffee, I get black 3 sweetener every time.
Okay, so if I'm at home and I'm making my own coffee, it's the same exact thing every single time.
Okay.
When I'm out, I get nervous when people ask me what I want for a coffee, and then I end up changing my order like almost every fucking time. I'm like, I should try something different. Let me have and then it's random. I'm like, what the fuck
Why?
is this? I don't know. Because I'm out and I don't. You've seen where I live.
Yeah.
Like when I was in London, I would get the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
Now it's like I have Starbucks maybe once a month, or if I'm traveling and I'm in a city.
Yeah.
And then I'm I'll try something different because
so you're just trying something different just to try something like, okay, that's different. So James, what do you think?
But my coffee is normally pretty consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you drink tea, James, so maybe it's different, but do you?
Oh, really?
So for me, it's like, unless I see someone else at the table ordering something that looks appealing, then I'll get the same thing every time as well. So, I'd normally just go for an Americano, just black coffee.
Yeah.
But the other day I'm out for a coffee and my friend ordered something called a cortado, and it came to the table and it looked great. So then obviously I'm like, okay, let's have a cortado next time I have a coffee. So I'm very easily influenced, but there is your own coffee that you do normally go to. And the cortado is just a small flat white, from my understanding.
Well, flat white is good.
Okay,
so flat white with coconut milk.
What's flat white?
Flat
white coffee.
It's just with a little bit of milk.
It's just white coffee.
Just coffee and milk?
Yeah, I think so. But that with coconut milk.
But I think they put hot milk in, right?
Isn't that what we call it, Paul? Isn't that what we call a latte? Isn't that what a latte?
I think so.
A latte has more milk, I think.
No, latte's froth. They froth it, don't they?
They froth the milk.
This isn't froth. This is so it's a latte, but it's flat. There's no like froth.
Oh,
okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's why it's a flat white. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have just made
London.
that. I might have pulled out my ass and made it up, but it makes sense.
Is it like half and half?
Yeah, no, not half and half, like only a little bit of milk. But I went to London yesterday or Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. It was Saturday, wasn't it? And I was looking at the menu and they had something on there called a long black. And I was like,
Hey,
Ben,
watch
Ben.
I'm going to check out.
I know exactly where Ben's head went.
Well, that's where my head went yesterday.
You do?
I was like, getting it. Because we were filming while we were doing it and we hadn't seen the menu before. Because I was doing a video for my channel. Obviously, I've got the menu and I'm not long black. And obviously, I'm going to make a joke out of it.
Lewis's coffee shop.
Did you get it because it was a long black, or did you avoid it because it was a long black?
No, I got it because it was a long black.
Okay.
It just turned out as a regular black coffee.
So what we've established here is there are some reasons why somebody would get a different coffee, but none of them are Paul's reason.
No, Paul's is like he actually goes by how he feels. That's quite strange.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not dissing Paul. I think that's quite creative.
Thank you. It's I don't know. Sometimes I just don't want sometimes I want cream. Sometimes I don't want cream. Sometimes I want a bit of milk. Sometimes I want it sweet. Sometimes I don't want it sweet.
Sometimes you don't want the stim. Sometimes you just want the pump.
Right. And sometimes I want it to be sweet. Sometimes I don't want it to be
He's
sweet.
making fun of you, man. You're like, yeah, right.
No. Because listen, we all do it with our pre-workouts. How many times have we gone in the gym and like, I just have a pump formula today?
That's not the same thing, though. The coffee
It's very similar.
The coffee is the same regardless.
I think it's a little bit similar.
No, it's not. You know what? It's similar. It's similar to this. If I said, I feel like peach flavor today instead of watermelon, that's the same. But it's still the essence of the product is still the pump. It's still a coffee. He's just changing the arrangement of it.
True.
The best bit for me is that you kind of glossed over is he changes it to sugar if it's post-workout.
I could process the sugars better that time, man.
Fuck off.
Anabolic window, boys.
Ian thought that one was really good too. All right, so that was the first one. The second one was what was the second one, Paul? What was the second one? What was the second one we were laughing about? I can't remember. We just did this fucking podcast yesterday.
Oh, you told me about it.
There was the furnace. We'll go to the furnace. So if you're gonna turn the heat on in your house, do you say I got to turn the furnace on, or do you say I got to turn the heat on?
I say heat.
Yeah, Paul says furnace.
It says furnace.
What are you, Middle Ages?
Gotta go light the pilot light.
I think my dad called it that. That's why I do that.
I reckon if you check out the actual term, what the term furnace means, it's probably something a bit more specific than just the heating. Like furnace is not a heater, is it?
Well,
it is.
Thermostat.
No.
Yeah.
It depends what your heating setup is. If you've got a furnace, then
it's natural gas.
Yeah, but I type in the word furnace on Google, and I bet it doesn't say that.
It probably sounds like a heating mechanism.
I want to know what it says. I'm interested to see what its actual general term is. Just because that word's quite.
Because if you have some people have like a wood burner, right? And some people
or oil.
Right. Like I was saying, what does furnace mean?
A furnace is a structure in which heat is produced with the help of combustion. Furnace may also refer to appliances or buildings.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought it was going to be something more interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know why you thought that either.
I really did. I was hoping it'd be something more interesting than
that. Anyway, the other one will come to me. But yeah,
I know what it was now.
What
it was? I watch TV shows.
That's right. So if you guys are watching like Game of Thrones or something, right? Like some whatever series, some good series you're into on Netflix or something. Will you watch 10 minutes of an episode at a time, or do you watch the whole episode before you turn it off?
I'm not going to watch 10 minutes. That's very strange.
Not intentionally. I might fall asleep, and then the next day we're like, "Oh fuck, we've had a."
It's not like it's a YouTube video.
Paul intentionally.
If I've got like 10 minutes before I leave the house, I'm going to put a shitty YouTube video on. I'm not going to put a fucking episode or something on for 10 minutes and then leave. No,
but I said 2 episodes.
Okay, but think of it this way though. I just watched Game of Thrones recently, and there's 8 seasons of it.
Yeah.
So I had to watch all that. So it was one big, huge, long story, right? So I would watch it in pieces. If I had 20 minutes to spare, I put on an episode for 20 minutes.
No, nobody does that.
And then just pick it up where I left off next time I watch it.
You're a psychopath.
Well,
you guys read a book.
Slot.
No, don't start with the this is even worse.
A book.
It's the same thing, Fouad.
No, what you're saying is like if I'm reading a book, I read half a page and then close the book and put it down.
Not half a page. I always finish a page.
Yeah, that's a good point. You wouldn't finish in the middle of a sentence, right? You'd get to the end of that.
I finish. Yeah, I'll finish the page or the paragraph.
That's the page.
Generally, if I'm reading a book, I like to finish a chapter, unless they're really long chapters.
What if you're getting tired? Your eyes are getting heavy.
Well, it's falling asleep while reading is different than putting on Game of Thrones. It's like battle scenes and shit. And you're not talking about falling asleep. You're saying, I know I got 10 minutes. I'm going to watch it for 10 minutes and then put it away.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that's the thing. No one picks up a book. If you're like, oh, I've got to leave for the gym in 10 minutes, you're not going to pick up a fucking book and read for 10 minutes. You're not.
Like, I wouldn't want to invest. I'd feel I'd end up not going to the gym because I'd be more interested in
finishing the chapter.
That's why I said you're a psychopath. I wasn't joking.
I'll take some resilience.
See, Paul, I'm not great. See, I have these conversations with Paul, and Paul thinks I'm nuts, and I'm like, I don't think so, man. But so I had to bring it to the team to see if I was crazy or not.
Well, I think the way it started for me is because I used to read before I go to bed at night because it helps me to fall asleep. Yeah. So I would just read a few pages because that would be enough to make my eyes tired and I'd go to sleep. So I just would, pick up the story the next night or whatever. So watching shows kind of became the same way for me.
I think people watch TV and fall asleep. That's normal. But I think I wouldn't purposely put on it. If I knew I was tired and I knew I was going to pass out, I wouldn't purposely put on a new episode of something I was really interested in.
No, but I would read. And then
like
I kind of like doing the same thing with shows.
Guy said if he was going to watch TV before bed, he would watch like a rerun of something or something he didn't care about.
Yeah.
So Denise likes to have the TV on and fall asleep to it with the timer on it.
Yeah.
So it switches off.
Yeah.
So if we're watching an episode or a season that we're something into, when it gets to the end of that, if we're both feeling tired, I'm rolling over and going to bed.
Yeah.
And she'll put some Disney bullshit on that we've seen a million times.
Yeah. Some random shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I do that too.
Yeah. I just get too invested in the episode to watch 10 minutes of it. Like it would drive me crazy. I'm like, I got to know what happens.
Well, I wouldn't pause it during like a really intense scene.
Yeah.
I'd wait till that scene is done.
Yeah.
But see, so that's risky because if you're going to go out and you've only got 10 minutes before you have to leave and the episode is super intense the whole way through, now James said now you're committed to that episode, you're like, fuck.
That's okay. When I pick it up again, I'll just go back a little bit.
That's so fucked up.
My mind would be on that fucking cliffhanger the whole
time. James, how are you, man? What's going on?
Good. Not a lot, really. Same old shit, really. Honestly, just training and.
Are you liking London? What's going on? You went back to London. Now you're in London. Are you happy in London? What's going on?
I'm quite happy here in a minute, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm kind of liking my house in a minute. Yeah.
Can I tell you what it looks like from the outside in?
Go on.
as somebody viewing you as a fan, maybe, right?
Yeah.
You look settled when you're there.
I feel it.
When you're in America, you look like you were like having a blast, but it was like you're all over the place.
And I can feel that since I come back. Like I have stability here, you know?
Yeah, you look settled and you're training hard and you're like, it looks like you're focused. And
it's almost like that Las Vegas mentality, right? Everyone loves Vegas.
Yeah.
But no one wants to live. Like eventually you're like, I need to go back to my peace.
Something here is clicking right now, and that's why I'm just not in any rush, and I'm just enjoying it, to be fair. And like I say, training here is just, I don't know, it's nothing really compares for me. I feel like I spent all this time building this kind of life. When I'm away from it, I'm kind of like, I don't know, it feels silly that I'm not near what I've built, because to get to even this point, it's all been hard work, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot. So
is your thought process more that you're staying there now?
I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't made a decision, if I'm honest. I'm just like
happy day by day.
Yeah, I'm just happy to wake up every morning, happy where I am, and just like training's great. And I'm not like forcing myself to pick a bodybuilding show or any shit like that, and just working towards something. And then I kind of feel a bit more free at the minute, to be fair.
How's your training going? Everything clicking?
Training feels good. I had to take a day off yesterday because I was pretty beat up, because it's been pretty consistent. So, you know, things go really well for a certain period of time, and you need to start like easing off a little bit. So I'm just at that point where I probably need to scale back for a week or so and then push again. But yeah, training's been really good.
How often do you do that, James? How often? Because everybody knows you train like an animal. So how often do you need those?
Just when it feels needed, man. Like it's not even like it's just like a lack of wind in my sails. Like I'll go to the gym and it's like I'm not up for the things I know I'm capable of. You know, like I know I can move a good amount of weight and all this shit, but it gets to a point after a few weeks of doing that where I'm like, I just don't have the desire for that. And when that's the case, then I know that I just need to ease off, do some things that are not so taxing on the body, a little bit more kind of enjoyable on a normal level, and then rebuild my kind of desire to do that again. So like this week, to be fair, this week's training is going to be a little bit scaled back, I think.
You know, it's a really good point that I don't think a lot of people talk about when they discuss overtraining. But I've always kind of thought to myself, and I've said this before about overtraining, is if you just don't want to go to the gym, it might be time for not if you're not if you're a lazy fuck and you just don't want to go to the gym. That's one thing.
If you're someone that's normally very motivated,
but if you're normally like gung ho about going to the gym and you love going to the gym, and then all of a sudden you're kind of feeling like less going to the gym, it could be that you might just need a fucking few days off.
Absolutely. I think it's a combination of when you've like increased the amount of food you're eating, you're pushing your weight up as best as you can. You know, you get a few weeks into doing that process, it's like, and then you just need to ease off a bit to go again. So I think I've had a good few weeks of eating a lot of food, and, you know, strength's been getting better and training's been getting better. That it can't always go up on the upwards kind of trajectory. So then, like I say, the next week probably be just one where it's like a little bit more linear, and, you know, I've kind of flatlined it a little bit, and then I go again.
When you scale back your training, do you scale back your food too?
Not typically. I hope, because the only reason I try not to scale back my food too much is just because when I do scale back my food, it's very noticeable in regards to my weight. I drop weight really easy. So I hope that the training being adjusted actually helps my appetite a bit, because then I'm not overtrained.
Yeah.
So I just have to take it day by day. Like, listen, don't get me wrong, if I wake up tomorrow and I have a meal and then I'm not hungry for like 4 or 5 hours, then I'm not going to force it. But right now, like, I'm able to still eat as frequent as I need to get my meals in, but it's just getting harder because the amount of food I have to eat, like, it's silly. Like, I eat more than I've ever eaten before, and it's all clean, and it's really difficult.
What's calories? Like, do you have approximate calorie count?
Probably not even that high. They're probably only like from 5.5 to 6,000, but it's just a lot of clean food. Like,
that's a lot of food, man. If you're talking,
it is, man, and that's what people don't realize. If you're having like,
it's a lot of food. It's a lot of food when it's week after week, month after month. Yeah, anyone can be like, oh yeah, I can eat 10,000 calories in a day, or like whatever. Yeah. Okay, we all can do that. But what James is talking about, it's relentless food. Yeah,
it's not only relentless; it's the fact that it's clean. Like, if you told me to eat a pizza, if you told me to eat a pizza every day, I could eat a pizza every day.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. But like, if you tell me to eat chicken and rice every day, then I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, like a typical meal is like 150 grams of rice pre-cooked. So it weighs out like 500 grams pretty much when it's fucking.
I thought Nick was bad. Nick's doing 400 grams.
I'm saying. So I mean, 500. I'm literally eating like 500 grams of rice per meal.
Hey, Paul, me and Paul eat 500 grams of rice like in a whole day now.
Yeah. So how many cups is that?
A cup of rice.
I don't know because I don't do it in cups, but it's quite a few.
I think a cup of rice is like 150 grams.
Okay, so that's like 3 cups of rice per meal.
300 grams is like, I think a cup of rice is like 100 to 150 grams. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, 2 cups
that's what I eat in a day.
Yeah.
So it does.
Wow.
It does
Nick,
take
How much protein?
protein. I have 200 grams of cooked weight meat roughly per meal. So it's probably about 250 raw.
What's that in ounces, Fouad?
200
It's
grams
about
is like,
8. It's about 7.5, 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
The protein isn't ridiculous. Yeah.
yeah. But Fouad, remember back in the day, you were doing 12 ounces per meal.
Yeah.
well, Chad's protocols,
That's high protein.
Chad's diets were crazy. Yeah. I was doing 12 ounces cooked, which
Per
is
meal.
like per meal. Yeah. Which is like 350 grams, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, not for nothing. That's expensive as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's
yeah.
why I was eating. That's why I was eating outside round. I would have it ground up so I could
Yeah.
get it, so I could eat it because it's like really tough, right?
Yeah.
But that was, I don't know how I did that shit. And I did
I
it for
know.
I did it like day in, day out.
For years.
12 ounces of chicken, 12 ounces of steak.
Yeah.
When
I
it
could never
when
get
it-
mine
when
that
it-
high.
When it was fish, it was 16 ounces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where.
That's the Lavroni diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's
old school.
when
That-
you've got to make sure your food's flavors. Like when you're eating those volumes, you have to make the food the way you like it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You can just plan it fast.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that was, it's things evolve, right? Like we learned, obviously, people learned over time that you can get away with less protein, especially when you're eating more carbs.
Mm.
But looking
So-
back, Fouad, sorry to cut you off, but looking back, like I never pushed mine as high as you. I wasn't as big as you, so I pushed mine to 10 ounces maximum. But I used to see a difference. I used to see a difference in my physique. I'd look harder. I'd feel way stronger. It worked. It just I didn't like doing it.
Yeah, I still think it probably would work. I still think you would probably get a lot out of it even now. I think it's just like for longevity of your digestion, people
Yeah.
avoid it. But I do think high protein means that there's no way you're not getting enough protein.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
you're
that
not going
was-
to miss.
Yeah, and that was Chad's philosophy in the off season, and that went for carbs and proteins. He'd be like, we would overload everything, and I think that's why I would get so heavy. But like, he would just be like, we're going to make sure we're never in any type of deficit.
Yeah.
So we'd be doing like 500 grams of protein, fucking 500 grams of carbs, plus fats, and
Yeah.
that was Chad's approach. That was his same approach to vitamins and minerals. Be like, just take
Yeah.
the list of vitamins and minerals, take all of these every day, twice a day, and
Yeah.
and
But you got huge.
You
I
should
don't-
watch Ronnie Coleman in the evening with his pill box. Like,
yeah, I had the same box. I was like, oh, Ronnie's got a tackle box. I'm gonna buy the same.
Oh yeah, there were those.
But I know people talk about Chad and his drugs, but for me, he wasn't like, he never told me to do anything absolutely nuts, and he never told me anything to do drastically different than what I did with Hani or really with John. So
most people are the same, to be fair.
I feel like most protocols are the same. It's just I feel like
No, there's a secret.
It's funny now because like there's certainly trends because I've noticed now that the latest trend is the lower testosterone, high primo
yeah.
approach. Like
I don't
it's
know why,
really-
though.
Every coach is doing it right now. Like good coaches as well. I'm not like taking anything from them, but they've certainly there's something called like there's a term for it. And I don't know what it is, and I can't remember. Someone who watches this will know. It's what they call like a safe total. And I don't know what the actual term is, but anyway, that seems to be why they're doing it. Everyone's not pushing the testosterone as high as they used to back in the day,
Yeah.
but they're pushing some of the
Okay,
other things a lot higher.
But wait a minute, can I maybe just theorize as to what the fuck that
Of
means?
course.
So like if they're
Yeah,
going to
go on.
say, okay, so primo, so the way I think they're doing it is, so primo is less side effects. So they're like, if I
Yes.
take a ton of primo, I'll be safe. If I take a little bit of test, then I'll also be safe. So then it's better to do it that way. But in my mind,
Kind of like layman's terms.
yeah, layman's terms, obviously.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm thinking you're taking a drug that has low side effects, but if you boost it, then all of a sudden it's going to have side effects.
Who knows? That's where
Right.
I don't know. I'm not the person to talk on the pharmacology of drugs.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't know
really
either.
don't
We're
know.
just
Um,
speculating. Like I don't.
I think there is some merit and some reasoning behind it that has been kind of looked into. But again, I don't know where something then becomes less beneficial when it reaches a certain number. Like like you say,
That's
does
what I'm
taking
saying.
1,000 milligrams of primo then suddenly make it toxic? Does it suddenly make it more of a problem?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
But
like,
it's just interesting because I've noticed it going around a lot lately.
yeah. So Ben, I don't know if you have anything to say about it, but like if obviously, you know, the normal doses for Primo, 300 to 500, 700 even are supposed to be safer, whatever that means, because there's less side effects. But I mean, if somebody's
it's safer, I say safer. Milligram per milligram, they're less harsh, but then they're also less effective. Per milligram, right? So
so if somebody's trying to get this, so what my question is, if somebody's trying to get the same thing out of Primo that they were getting out of test, if somebody boosts their Primo to 1500 milligrams,
does that then make it just as bad?
Is it 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right?
That's why I don't know. That's why I'd be very interested to know.
Kind of, you in terms of the anabolism, it's it's not comparable. If you get up to 1500 milligrams of Primo, I still don't think you're gonna get the same amount of detrimental side effects that you would do, say, running 1,000.
But you're also not going to get the same gains, right?
That's what I mean. Yeah, but then you can run longer cycles with Primo.
Okay.
So then you have to, because and I see benefit in that personally. I think if you can sit within, I say healthy, right?
Yeah, I know, in quotes, obviously, yeah, it's not.
But if you can extend that period of time where you're exposed to anabolic drugs and in that growth phase without having to take breaks because the blood work is so detrimental, to me, so there's the benefit to running more mild compounds, rather than.
But what I'm saying is,
I'm not saying testosterone is a harsh compound at all.
No, but I guess my point is, does a mild compound become no longer mild when it's up to 5,000 or 1,500 milligrams?
Yeah, look, you fucking kill yourself if you drink enough water, right? So
that's what I mean. So like, so now you're just kind of playing a measuring game. Like you're like, well, I could take 800 milligrams of test and get the same benefit if I take 1,400 milligrams of Primo.
It's one of those, I think where it comes down to it, a lot of it comes down to things like blood pressure and stuff. It seems that these high doses of primobolan don't have these same side effects that you would get from elevated testosterone. So like you testosterone 500 maximal, run like, Primo, like you said, something like City, like 1,1500, and you won't have the same blood pressure issues as a gram of test.
And that's what I meant. That's what I meant by blood mark. Like if you're able to sit within that healthy blood, like healthy blood markers and blood pressure and all of those things, if you can maintain and sit in that little pocket for longer, that's better.
Since we're talking about this, can I just make one point, please? I just want to interrupt the whole thing for one point. I want anybody listening who's a younger guy who's starting out, or if you're an older guy, whatever, but especially if you're younger and you're starting out, if you're taking gear, if you're bulking hard, whatever you're doing, there's a number of different blood pressure units you can get on Amazon. They're like $100. Paul's got one. I got one. I'm sure James and Ben got one. Just check your blood pressure every day. Or once
go to Shoppers.
Well, you can go to Shoppers too, but you should buy one and have it at home. That way, if you're doing these kind of things and you're running these experiments on yourself, you can check yourself like once a week or twice a week and see, is my blood pressure rising or not? Because I'll tell you now, any long-term problems you're going to have are going to stem mostly from high blood pressure. So try and keep that in check for as long as you can. If I can stress the thing, I just want to stress this one thing. If I can stress anything on this podcast.
And also just to add on top of that, this is not like, I'm not saying, guys, this is what everyone should do. I'm just saying what I've noticed is a trend as of late. This is kind of an update that I'm noticing, so we can all discuss this as a collective of people. So it's more that out of interest, what I've noticed lately is coaches are doing this, and then we discuss it as a topic. It's not like oh guys, this is everyone should do this.
No, I know.
I point out?
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
With blood pressure, so the kind of standard thing is you wake up in the morning and check your blood pressure, right? I have an issue with that.
Okay.
And it's the same thing with blood work. It's like, oh, I finished my cycle. Let me wait 8 weeks for my blood to work.
I get it.
Better than okay. You're waking up. That's when at any other point in the day, compared to that, your blood pressure is at its lowest point. You've just woken up from sleep.
No stresses yet.
What's at the end of the day? What's like in the middle of the day?
Right.
Like I want to see blood pressure at different points in the day, because that tells me, look, you might wake up and it's like 120/60. Okay, perfect. You might then have a coffee and then it jacks up, and then you walk around the rest of the day with it running at like 150 over 90 for 23 hours of the damn day.
So I check it. So just to be clear, when I'm really focused on it, I'll check it morning when I wake up, and I'll check it before I go to bed. After I've eaten all my meals and shit, and I'm like sitting around, I'll be honest though, I haven't checked it in the middle of the day, unless, you know, I went, like the other day, I went for my heart checkup, and they checked it in the middle of the day. It was 134 over 85 or something like that.
Look, so it's going to be a little higher, right? And I'm not saying,
of course,
you know, I'm not saying you freak out if it's like 138 over something and it's freaking out. I'm talking about, and it's like anything. I know I bore myself sometimes with this. It's seeing patterns and trends, right? So it's like, okay, I might, and that's why it's important to do it for over an extended period of time, because you can see these patterns and trends. Okay, my body weight is up 30 pounds compared to last year. My blood pressure it's five up on where it was compared to at all points through the day, you know. Well, that tells me that's probably not a good thing.
So I just want to, last point on the blood pressure thing, I just want to say this. I like to use myself as an example to hopefully teach younger guys coming up. My kidney issues, my nephrologist told me primarily were from high blood pressure, and my heart doctor I just saw told me my heart was thickened a little bit more than it should be. It's not like any danger, but it's a little bit thicker than it should be, obviously from using steroids for 20 years. But he said, along with steroids, high blood pressure had a lot to do with that. So if you can keep your blood pressure down while you're bodybuilding, you're going to do yourself a great service moving forward and have a lot more longevity in the sport. So I just want to get that out of the way.
You guys think that's the bare minimum you could do to stay healthy while you're bodybuilding? Checking that regularly?
Oh man, in my opinion, if you do nothing else, that would be the main thing you could do to keep yourself.
You don't have
access. That's good advice.
I mean, considering it's something you can do every day at home, non-invasive, and it takes like a couple of minutes, maybe.
Well, the other reason I think it's important is, and this is what I wasn't told when I was 30, and if somebody had told me this, I would be in a lot better place. When I saw the doctor the first time when I was 30, and he told me I had high blood pressure, he told me I had to start blood pressure medication and I had to retire from bodybuilding. That's bad advice, because most people like me are probably going to be mentally focused on bodybuilding and say, I'm not retiring. Fuck it. This is my career. Right. But what the doctor should have told me is, look, I know you're not going to quit bodybuilding, but you can take this blood pressure medication while you're bodybuilding, and it will help you.
Right.
Had he done that, I would have probably started blood pressure medication 15 years ago or 13 years ago and probably been in a much, much better place now. Like all these guys now, most pros I know are taking an ACE inhibitor or an ARB of some sort to keep their blood pressure in check. And I think it's the bare minimum you can do, because the blood pressure medication won't affect your training. It's your doctor. You can get it readily from your doctor very easily. You can check your blood pressure for $100 with a blood pressure monitor. Like it's very, very, very simple. You're just taking one pill every day. That's it. And it's like, it will save you more than most other shit.
So taking a proactive approach.
Yeah, I'm just talking about longevity. You know, there's a lot of things going on with health, so I just want to get that clear, because we're talking about gear. So anyway, back to gear.
Fucked me up.
What did?
Fuck you.
Oh well, that's because you have bad diarrhea. That's different.
No. What the ACE inhibitor causes it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you had to switch to the ARB causes.
No, I got. Yeah, I can't take. I now can't take an ACE inhibitor either. I can't take anything. I can't take either of them.
Why?
I switched back to the Cineprol. Same thing. Straight away clears me up. Like.
So how do you keep your blood pressure down? You just have to make sure your food is right and your cardio's up.
Yeah. Keep my weight.
Keep your weight steady. Yeah.
Like the traditional way. Yeah.
The right way, to be fair. So going back to the Primo discussion, it's actually interesting. I guess you're kind of just running an experiment to find out. But my personal belief is I would rather take less testosterone and get more out of it than take a bunch of Primo and not get the same effect.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a few of the clients that are doing it and they're looking great. They're probably doing the best. They're in the best off season they've been.
I run. If you want to know what I take, I do 700 Primo and 350 test.
But I don't think 700 is crazy for a guy your size.
Oh no, not at all.
Because I think the regular average is like 300 or 400.
Yeah.
And
these guys are doing like 1,500-ish from what I understand.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. To me, that's
by the way, that's also fucking expensive. And
Also,
also
the
a lot of
amount of
injections.
jabs.
It's a lot of it's a lot of oil, and it's a really expensive.
That's
oil
the other
to
reason
run,
I
so-
wanted to bring it up. There's two other factors that we didn't discuss. Is one, you have to make sure you can get real primo because it's faked all the time. So that's the biggest thing. Is like if you're going to go that route, you better have
and what's it fucking fakes with? Normally test prop.
Probably more tests.
So you're just taking more tests anyway. And then the second thing is it's usually 2 or 3 times the price.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, if you have real primo and it is safer, then it's worth the money.
Yeah, if that is why they're doing it, and if it is true, and if markers and everything are in better places for it, then it could be kind of the future approach. But that's the only reason because from what I've been on the block, listening around and hearing what people are up to and how they approach things now, that's definitely something that a lot of people are doing now. I don't hear anyone really using things like equipoise or deca nowadays.
I tell you what, I would rather run primo up to around 1,000, and then when I hit that upper limit, then I'd rather add in a second or a third compound at a lower dose.
Well, that's when I like an MPP.
Yeah,
I can't do any type of deca because it fucks with my anxiety.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my anxiety is worse when I'm on deca. I can feel it. Like I don't feel the same when I take it.
Is it anything that's DHT based?
I don't know. I just know when I take deca. Like if I take EQ, I'm fine. But if I take deca, I'm like, I notice my anxiety's worse and I can't fuck right. So
because as I've gotten older, I've noticed the same thing with anything that's DHT derived. The side effects are much harsher as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
EQ, talking about blood and blood pressure, EQ will do it.
I know.
That's why I'm kind of a bit paranoid about EQ.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, I just thought it was interesting that you said people aren't using deca and EQ anymore. I'm like, I wonder if it's just because people have learned so much over the years that they're like, you know what, if you can grow without it, then why not?
Yeah. A lot of it comes down to nutrition, doesn't it, guys? Like we say, we do preach nutrition a lot, and you're going to get a lot more out of being a consistent eater than someone who just jabs up gear.
Yeah.
Like honestly, food is the most anabolic thing I feel that you can ever introduce into your life when you're trying to grow. Obviously, you do need some things, but if you take food out of the equation, then you have nothing.
This is where I'm a proponent, and I think that's where the shift has happened from the old school way of bulking to this newer approach, and that's where Fouad and I don't always see eye to eye.
Don't get me started, Ben.
No, because it's right, because like you just said, 10 years ago, if you'd have known, you might have done things slightly differently.
Yeah.
I mean, ignorance is bloody beautiful, right? I remember a time where I was like, fuck it, let's just go, like, load me up and I'll just get fucking massive, and I don't care how bloated and heavy I am. I'm strong as shit, and that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
It's a fun time if you don't know any better, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's where I'm like, okay, look, we need to, like James is pushing the clean food, because if he was to have those same amount of calories, and say some of them are more the old school approach where you just load in a bit of extra,
getting big for big,
there's gonna be some load on the body that's unnecessary that he's gonna have to deal with, and that's gonna maybe shorten his off season. Even if we're just looking at, don't forget, like long-term health and the real long-term stuff, that might just cut his off season too short, because
need more time to diet.
Yeah,
I got it.
He's more time to diet. He has to,
I think what it comes down to is every person is going to weigh their own risk, right?
Yeah.
Some people are going to be like, I want to be a pro at all costs.
Yeah.
And I want to do it as fast as possible, and I want to grow muscle as optimally as possible, regardless of health. And other people are going to be like, I want to do this for as long as I can and stay as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
And then you have a whole spectrum of people in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
So every person is going to make their own choice. If somebody thinks, hey, if I bulk really hard, it might be unhealthy, but I'm going to put on a couple more pounds of muscle, they're going to go fucking do it. Right. And if somebody's like, well, I want to do this for 30 years and I don't want to be fucked up at the end of it, then they're going to maybe take James's approach. So it just, every person's going to do this their own way, regardless of what we say.
And normally we all go through one to the other.
Everybody's gone. Yeah. Like all of us have gone through
our initial approaches. Yeah. Totally different than our later.
Yeah, most of us all started off as fuck it.
My first phase,
let's go.
all my food came out of a can or a box. I was like, fucking frozen dinners and fucking cans,
drive-through window,
cans of tuna, drive-through windows. Like at the beginning,
I don't see too many young guys nowadays bulking like that. I think social media has made everyone too
bit scared.
Body image aware.
But maybe that's also why you don't see so many freaks.
I think so.
But so here's the thing with it, like in the short term, you can get away with that, right? And I think that's the point.
Yeah,
that's the point, right? Doing Fouad's way. I mean, hell, like we had this conversation off air. The career he's had. How can I fucking pick this guy apart and tell him he did it wrong? I can't ever fucking say that. But there's anything we do, whether it's good or bad, there's a consequence, or there's a payoff, or there's a trade-off, right? And so that's where it then becomes. Do you want to just worry about the next 5 years, or are you worried about the next 25 years? And that's where, in person to person, you have to kind of reconcile that in your own head.
Yeah. When you're like 25 years old, though, I think you're like 5 years old. I care about right now.
Don't give a shit.
It's hard to think long term when you're young and have no responsibility.
4 years ago, I'm
in the same place.
Like this.
Yeah.
In the same place.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit longer. Like, remember back in the day, Fouad, back when you were like, get your
what it is. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Good days.
I don't want to play the old dude, but like, I think what it is for people now, I feel like people are a little bit paralyzed. They're like, I get emails and DMs from people, and they're trying to get everything right before they've even started lifting. And what I tell people is, look, just start. Even if it's ugly, even if you're eating out of a tuna can, even if you're eating fucking macaroni and cheese for your carbs, just start, and your program will get refined as you go. Like when I look back at my career at 20 to 25, right? The refinement that took place from 20 to 25 was dramatic. But now I feel like guys that are starting are trying to get everything perfect
right from day one,
their very first day. And I'm like, nah, just go fucking work out and eat, and you can learn things along the way. I mean, I'm 43 years old. I'm still learning.
That's probably why people burn out a little bit these days, because it's just like when you're trying to get everything right from the get-go, it's just too much, I think, mentally.
I mean, James, how much more do you know now compared to when you started?
So much more, but it's so gradual, gradual.
And that's kind of my point. Is like Ben just said,
if I was to apply everything I know and put it on my shoulders back then, right at the beginning, it would have been overbearing.
Yeah, you might have not had any fun. You've been like, oh, this is fucking
exactly. It wouldn't be enjoyable. But imagine if you were really truly concerned back in the day about doing your intro workout and making sure you eat half an hour after training and all that bullshit. Like fucking hell, I was just thinking you wanted to train, didn't you?
I was just thinking that, like yesterday. I mean, I was training because I'm like training like a pussy because of the COVID thing.
But
I was thinking about, I'm like, my training now, even if I just snapshot it, it's kind of like it's a bit clinical, right?
Yeah.
I watch my own videos and I'm like, I kind of like I'm controlled and they're precise. And then sometimes I look back and I'm like, videos of like Luke and I are fucking just slamming.
It was a little bit more
fun. Like don't miss like, so all these kids,
rush out,
but don't like, it's like, when kids are at school and they're like, oh, I can't wait till I don't have to go to school anymore. Fuck off. That's the best time of your life.
Don't wish it away.
Best time of your life.
Me and Paul still train like that.
But don't put, like, it's so fucking fun.
It is.
Like when you're learning, we're still learning, but when you're new to it and when you're putting plates on and just like, it's all new territory, like I cannot I'm getting excited. It's like a fucking. But that's
the thing, Ben. I said this actually in a couple of my videos. Is you have to have fun with what you're doing, regardless of what somebody tells you is right or wrong.
Yeah.
Like remember, we've had this discussion 1,000 times. Let's say the progressive overload, low volume, heavy training, right? Let's say it was scientifically proven that was the best way to get huge and it was the fastest way. Blah blah blah. All of it. If I don't enjoy doing it, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So me and Paul still train. Like we don't obviously train as heavy, but we still train for fun.
Yeah.
We don't.
We try to, but we get intense sometimes still.
No,
heavy is relative.
Yeah, the intensity is there.
Like an intensity you to enjoy, isn't it? It's the training you to enjoy.
I just talking about young kids. That's fine for us, and I like squatting for me is, in terms of competitive bodybuilding, isn't really necessary. But fuck, I love it, so I'm still going to do it. Right? That's that. But I'm talking about these young kids. I'm like, you're training. I get that you might enjoy it, but it's also fucking fun to
when I watch
on there.
You know what it is? It's like I feel like such. You know when I watch sometimes and people are doing something so perfect and they're eating so clean and they're just starting. I'm like, man, you're missing out on the fun part.
Yes, you're missing the point. No, you're missing the point. I'm like, you're missing the point. You've jumped. Yeah, but it's almost like you're missing the point, right? You're too worried about
being perfect,
being the best bodybuilder on stage, and I'm like, just live in the fucking moment. Just be in it.
Yeah.
I'll grab him water, boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I thought, like I was saying, I just think the best strategy is. Oh my! Look at this. Is your ass sweating? Is your ass sweating? Your ass is sweating.
Patch.
Yeah, it is.
He's got the furnace on too hot.
Oh,
that's a snail trail.
Okay, so I wanted to do another thing. I'm trying to get a bro chat bodybuilding and bollocks RBP playlist for Spotify.
Ooh.
So we're going around in a circle. We're gonna give one song each.
We're gonna circle jerk.
We're gonna circle jerk some songs.
One.
Well, we're gonna.
Are you kidding me? One.
Yeah, but we're gonna go around until we have a bunch.
Like what kind of music?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So whatever music training music.
Training music. Okay.
I want to do a training like Spotify playlist to put out.
Can I go through my playlist?
No, you got to do it off the top of your head.
I don't know the names of some of the songs though.
Okay, go through your phone then.
Okay.
I've just bought a brand new gaming PC, by the way, boys.
Yeah, I saw that.
Get involved. Get involved. That's why I've got the
green. What we're on now.
Is that more intense for you instead of like a laptop or an Xbox or?
I'm on PlayStation 5 at the minute. Yeah, it's more intense. It's going to be much better.
Or you didn't build it yourself, did you?
No, my friend spec'd it for me, and I've paid for it and ordered it.
How much was it? Can I ask?
It was 3,300.
Well, that's not bad because I'm like an iMac is like $5,000.
Yeah, this is a gaming piece. It's a bit of a beast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For 3,000, that's what I'm saying. So for 3,000, that sounds pretty.
So wait, how much is a max? 5,000.
Well, Canadian. Oh, you paid 3,000 euros.
Oh, wow.
Pounds. Yeah, pounds. Yeah. So that's like 5,000.
That's like double Canadian.
No, it's not. It's almost double. Yeah, it's like $5,000.
I had to go all in. I had to go in. Like, if I'm doing this, I'm doing it properly.
So what are you doing exactly? Just having really a lot of fun? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like that's what I do outside of bodybuilding. It's like my thing is just like going online and playing games, and I stream on Twitch, which is just like a little community that comes along and watches you play and has live chats going on while you're playing. So that's kind of my little thing to do when I'm not in the gym.
Is there a monetary value to it, or is it just completely?
Yeah, it pays. Yeah, it pays. It's like I'm not making like much money, but eventually it could. So that's why I'm investing in it to make it better.
How do you make money? People just want to watch you play.
They subscribe. It's just like YouTube. They subscribe to your channel. So my Twitch channel is subscribers. You get donations.
But what I'm asking is, if I subscribe to your Twitch channel, right?
Yeah.
What do I get? I just get to watch you play video games.
Yeah, but then I can create incentives as well. So I can.
But they can play against you too, right?
Yeah, like you earn yourself certain emotes. So basically, if you're someone that's subscribed, you can use certain like images in your like text when you talk in a chat. You become a special member of the chat. Yeah, like there's just little incentives. Like they're nothing crazy, but people just love it. And obviously, I do giveaways and stuff every now and then, like maybe some product or whatever. So only subscribers maybe will be able to win it, and I'll pick someone at random.
I always found it crazy that so there's some YouTube videos that are like just people playing video games and they have tons of views.
Man, I watch them. That's why I live. I do that more than bodybuilding.
Why? Okay, good. This is perfect. So why the fuck are you watching other people play video games?
Because I don't understand it. It's like watching other people train. You know that their mind is that they feel exactly the same as you, and they're enjoying it just as much as you, and you're living in that nostalgia with them at that time.
Like, is it the same as watching someone train?
Kind of, yeah. If you're into it,
I'm trying to pretend I'm into gaming and thinking like it would be same as watching somebody work out.
If I've played a game and I've experienced it, a game, if it's a good quality one, like a AAA game, is meant to feel like a movie. Yeah, it's meant to make you feel something. You can like now share that with someone else, and you can see them going through it and feeling that way for the first time, and it's kind of like exciting. Because they're unveiling, like they may have never played the game before, they're playing it, and you can see how they're responding to it emotionally, and you're like, I felt that way. Like, wow, this is cool. This guy, or they might feel completely different, and you're like, not sure about that.
Paul,
I don't know. I just love it.
Paul, now that you've been retired for a while, but do you ever watch certain stuff and are jealous that you don't feel the same way about certain shit? Like for me, it's like, if I'm on like TikTok or something and I see like people snowboarding and doing like jumps and shit, or like with James with like gaming and stuff. Yeah. You see people with like passion for these things that can do them really good. Do you ever get jealous or like envious that you can't do it? Or you want it like when James talks about gaming, I feel like I wish I was involved in gaming, but I'm just not.
Yeah. Mate, do you know how many people ask on my Twitch to like get Fouad to play? Like I just don't have the time without fail. Get the boys from the podcast all to get online and play.
I just don't.
What games do you play, James?
Anything really, but I play a lot of like multiplayer with other people, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But I play solo games with stories because I like. I'll play a game that might take 4 days to finish, and it'll be like episode 1 to 4, and people like kind of tune in to watch the game be played through.
Yeah,
so it depends. Yeah.
So Paul, you don't ever get that? You don't ever feel like when you listen to James talk about gaming, do you ever feel like you'd love to be able to love gaming, or you don't care?
I used to love playing video games. I was into the sport games.
You were good at Madden for a long time.
I was great at Madden and NBA 2K.
I said good. Take it easy. I said good.
I used to kill you for that, Madden. I used to love playing those games, but with kids, that just, it's hard now. I got back into playing NBA 2K. Which one did I have? 2K20 or 2K21. Anyway, I bought one of those at the beginning of the pandemic, at the beginning of COVID, like 2 years ago, and I got really into that for a bit. But then my kids, they want to play against me, and they're not very good. It's not fun when I play them. If I play the computer, it's fun. My kids are very good, so it's not fun playing against them.
I'm just like, you know what, Fouad? I'm just like, it's another way to get a little bit of residual income doing something you like.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, that part's cool too, but it's not even about the money for me. I feel like maybe now because I'm retired, I'm looking around at stuff more. Yeah. And I'm like, I just don't have the patience to invest.
That's like Yannick. I say stuff to her like that. She's like, she's always like, I'm too impatient to learn to be good at something again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I think that's the fun.
Yeah, that's true too.
And I love it because it's like, like when you set up your studio at home over the years, how you've improved your setup. Yeah. It's the same with like your gaming setup. Like you'll have things that you start with and you'll slowly transition things out and get new things that are better. Yeah. Like it's just fun. And it's alongside bodybuilding, which is always going to be pretty much the same. So it spices things up a little bit, Ben,
you don't care? Or is it that you and Paul both have kids, so maybe you got too much shit going on to worry about it?
Probably.
That's what it became for me. If I didn't have kids, I was still game.
I used to like Skyrim and Assassin's Creed. I used to complete those. Like I'd be fucking, especially when I was doing my cardio, I used to sit and play Assassin's Creed for a straight hour when I was sat on my bike every morning in a prep, just sit and play it in my apartment. Yeah. Now, no, I don't have. If there's a free time, I'm not. Like Denise wants my time, or Phoenix wants my time. Phoenix wants. Like, I'm not playing. I'm not playing video games.
Okay, so aside, let's take video games out of the equation. I just mean like, does anybody here look around at other people doing like cool shit, like you know, snowboarding or like whatever the event might be, and be like, man, I wish I could do that, or I wish I could learn how to do that, or
I look at pro bodybuilders and I go, I wish I could do that.
I've looked at a lot of things. People that make music was always one of my biggest appeals.
Oh, that's a huge one for me. Yeah, I got a drum set in the other fucking room. I can't play it for shit. That's the music thing is a big one. Hunting? Yeah. You want to learn how to hunt?
I wish I could hunt.
I don't have I've tried it. I don't have the patience for hunting.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of sitting around. Yeah. There are a lot of sitting around or a lot of walking around, and I'm not in for either of those.
I feel like I'm more like the shit we did with Branch. Like go to a gun range, learn how to shoot.
Wait. What about that video I sent the boys from the truck the other day? You get into that kind of hunting.
What was that?
You saw it, right? Where for people that don't, for everyone else watching, my father-in-law owns a big trucking company, so the shop is next door. Well, one of the buddies came over with his pickup truck and they built a turret.
Oh, that's right.
They built a turret on the back of it because they do a competition. It's called a varmint hunt. So it's a 24-hour hunt and it's done on weight. So you kill as many of these things, rodent, varmint, as you can, and then the winner is the total weight at the end of the 24 hours. Well, they build a turret, so one of them drives around, the other one's on top, and it's shooting off the top of the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Now that kind of hunting,
that would be cool.
Well, or Branch asked me to go. Man, I should have fucking stayed. When I was in Texas, the weekend after we were there, because we went racing on the Monday, and on the that next Saturday, Branch was going in a helicopter hunt.
Pigs?
To hunt pigs in a helicopter.
Yeah.
I would want to do that.
Or hogs, whatever you call them.
And he uses fucking like full on machine
I was joking around. I was joking around with him, and I was like, I'm gonna stay and go with you guys. He's like, you should go. And I wanted to get back home, but I should have fucking stayed because
I would love to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there is some hunting I could do. I just don't want to do traditional. So that's your thing, Paul? You want to do hunting? You want to learn how to hunt?
I like to shoot pigs from a helicopter. I do that kind of hunting for sure.
What about traditional, like walking through a fucking forest?
Well, I didn't think of what Ben said. Yeah, I didn't think of what Ben said. There probably would be a lot of downtime, and it probably would get boring. I just wish I was more of an outdoorsman.
I was just going to ask you, what is it about hunting that makes you want to hunt?
It's the outdoors. I'm not an outdoorsman. I wish I was.
So you want to be like more of a manly man?
Yeah. I'm too much of a city boy.
So you want to
get shot like Fouad.
What'd you say?
Me and Fouad, we're the exact same when it comes to this stuff. He's a pussy like I am.
Nah,
I need a shirt like that.
No.
Yeah,
he's upgraded. Now he's one notch up on the man.
I got one notch on
because he's got a shirt. He's got a plaid shirt. I get one of those.
And we should go and get ours.
Yeah.
We're not the same. You are definitely more scared of shit than I am.
Maybe a little bit, but we're both city folk.
We're definitely city folk, yes. Yeah, but so are they. I mean, they're fucking from London.
I very much am. Yeah, I very much am.
Yeah. You guys don't do outdoor stuff much?
Guy is the only one. Actually, Ian has done some hunting too, but I think Guy is
Ian and Brett.
Oh, Brett's done hunting too. Yeah.
When I talk to Guy, I don't feel like a man. The guy does all kinds of shit that I could never even dream of.
Wait. Guy talks his own spiel up a lot, though.
Yeah.
Guy talks a big fucking game.
Yeah, we've all seen him cut wood. No.
Yeah. That was it.
Anyways, okay. So listen. So before you went to go take a piss, James, I said I want to start a playlist for training.
Yeah.
For the RBP and post it on Spotify. So
that'd be great. I need some music.
So I got the way I have my screen set up. I have James in the top, Ben in the bottom left, and then Paul. So we'll go in order.
That's how mine is.
And everybody name one song, and we'll just go around in a circle for like 3 or 4 times and get a list going.
Like a good training song.
Yeah, whatever you like. Anything you like.
Oh shit.
There's like a million songs. You're stuck?
No. When you tell someone what song to fucking train to, it's ridiculous.
I'll just pick anything. Because we're making a long playlist.
I got one.
Okay, go, Ben.
Architects Hereafter.
Isn't that Luke's song?
What do you mean is that Luke's song?
Anything
isn't that the group that Luke liked?
Yes, Luke.
Yeah, Architects are what Luke and I used to listen to all the fucking time. Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it, but I'm just going to say spell it wrong.
You don't know how to spell architects.
Is it spelled like weird, or is it the actual name? Is
no,
it actual,
like architects?
Well, sometimes they do weird shit, like they'll put a K in it or something. Like I'm just saying, like I don't know. Maybe they did something artsy. Maybe they did something artsy.
No, it's architects.
I've got to go into my Spotify to look.
What's the name of the song? What's the name of the song, Ben?
Hereafter, one word.
Hereafter.
Shit, man.
Okay, Paul.
I mean, I can rattle off. I can rattle off. A few
no.
Right
just
there.
go. Just go one at a time. Paul, go.
Kickstart My Heart, Motley Crue. I love that song.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Music. I don't listen to anything good lately.
I'm gonna say Rage Against the Machine.
Wow. Rage Against the Machine are one of my favorite.
Do you know what my last artist I was listening to?
I'm gonna say Rage Against the Machine. Is it Ghost of Tom Joad? Is that the name?
That's a great song.
Yeah.
My last artist I was listening to, have a guess, boys.
The last song you were listening to?
Last artist
you were listening
to. Is it British or American?
American.
Is it rap or is it rap or rock?
It's
female.
Rap.
It's none.
Female?
Oh.
It's pop?
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Doja Cat.
Older than that. Been around for a while.
Doja Cat.
Older.
All right. Let me tell you. And I don't care what you fucking say because this
Paul, you listen to Doja Cat, don't you?
My Matea does.
Oh, sure. Do you
She
think
does.
when your daughter listens to it, do you like it? You like
Oh, wait, I don't like Doja Cat.
what?
Who?
What, Ben? Doja Cat.
So
The
we
fuck is
do
that?
It's a pop singer. It's a chick.
Called
Doja Cat.
Yeah.
DOJA.
Doja Cat.
DOJA. Cat.
I don't want to live in this world.
Okay, James, who is it?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
Oh, Canadian.
A New Day.
No, The Power of Love.
Power of Love. Beautiful song.
Oh fuck! Were you training to that? That's deep. Fuck.
I was squatting the other day to Madonna Like a Prayer.
No,
That's a great video.
Hey, you will laugh. I've got that belt about Christina. Christina Aguilera hurts. If you put that on and you fucking start listening to it, and you're like setting up on a squat,
You do like
I want to fucking bend. I can nearly bend that bar in half. Like it's what it feels like.
Come
Like
on.
it's a powerful fucking song.
No.
I listen to a lot of
Come on.
women singing because I just love their voices.
Fuad's just got an ego. He's like, no, I need to be a man.
I see Fouad's playlist, believe me.
Shut
There's
up.
some stuff you're shameful of there.
I'll show it right now. You won't be.
Yeah, John Sadaka.
John Sadaka is awesome. What are you talking about?
Oh, not for training though.
It's not on my training list. It's
I've
on
heard
my,
it. I've heard it.
No, I put it on
In the
purpose.
gym, yeah.
No, that was on my song list. I put it on purpose because you're old.
Oh.
I thought you would identify with it.
How about Toto?
Total. Okay, so wait. Celine Dion, Power of Love. Ben, what's your next one?
Parkway Drive, Pray.
Parkway.
There's no fancy K's in it or cats. There's no emoji in the name.
What's the name of the song? Parkway Drive. What?
Pray?
Pray. Paul, go.
My turn.
Yeah, you're.
Let's see. Thunderstruck, AC/DC.
Showing your age.
I like some old school rock. When I
Who doesn't like thunder? Who doesn't like fucking AC/DC? I'm gonna say Johnny Cash. Hurt.
Yeah, I don't really like when you play that song in the gym, Fouad.
Oh, that's okay. I like it. You don't have a pile of dirt to give away. That's why you don't care. That's why I don't
Sorry.
like it.
I got dirt.
You got a pile of dirt?
Yeah. What'd you say?
You gotta have a pile of dirt. Or you don't like
I got a pile of dirt.
You got a pile of dirt?
I got some dirt.
James, go
Okay.
ahead.
Another fucking female, Halsey, HALSEY.
Oh, I like Halsey.
HAL.
SEY.
I got some of her on my playlist too.
Without Me.
Without Me.
I like that song. I got that too.
That's a good song.
Good.
That's a good song.
Never heard it.
I like
Powerful.
some of the weekend stuff as well. You know, some of the weekend.
Wait a second. Is
I like The Weeknd and Post Malone.
Yeah.
oh god, where's this guy's? This is a training list. It's
Hey,
not
I'm
like
gonna-
a fucking sit at home.
I
and
don't
do
know.
a
Hey,
list.
all right.
Female voice.
Wage.
Listen to Paul.
Wage
I like
war.
Doja Cat, Post Malone.
I didn't say I like Doja Cat.
You know who they are. That's bad enough.
I got a teenage daughter, almost a teenager.
All right. So Halsey is Halsey like? Is it what is it? I've never even heard it. Is it like?
You never heard of Halsey, Fouad?
You would have heard it. You would have.
You know this song.
I want to play.
You
I
know
want
it.
to play it, but we'll get demonetized.
Get DMC.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, Ben, you're up.
Wage War Stitch.
What's wrong? Why don't you have any normal ones? What the fuck? I never
Angry
heard of
music,
any
Ben.
of your
Oh,
songs. Wage War Stitch.
The song is called Stitch. Yeah.
Oh, Wage War Stitch. Okay. Paul, go ahead.
I'm gonna look at my playlist for that. Hang on. Dead Souls, 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails.
Oh, his ones are normal though, right? Okay.
Oh, I mean, everybody knows 9 Inch Nails. I'm gonna say Soundgarden. Which Soundgarden song, Paul?
I don't like Black Hole Sun.
No.
Even though it's one of the more popular
No,
ones.
I'm thinking Spoon Man.
Oh yeah, Spoon Man's a good song. Yeah.
I love Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
My favorite Chris Cornell is probably my favorite male artist. of
his voice is fucking killer.
It's just fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
James?
I just drew a blank. I had a song and I was just drawing a blank.
And it went away. Come on, we'll do one more each.
I like Nickelback.
You like what?
I like Nickelback. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I like a couple of songs.
I like Nickelback.
You know, I love anytime somebody says they like Nickelback, they always gotta say, I don't give a fuck after. Because
Nickelback Someday.
That's two Canadian bands, James, for you.
That's a good
Someday's a very good song.
Yeah, it is. I like some Nickelback songs, I won't lie.
Nickelback have got some good tunes.
I like their earlier stuff a little bit better, but
Yeah.
Silver Side Up was a good album.
is that the first? I don't know.
That's the one with how that's like the third. That's the one with How You Remind Me on it.
Yeah, I think I like the one before that. The one right before
Curb.
that.
You like Curb.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
Remember they were picked to play the Super Bowl and there was a petition to get rid of them?
Really?
Yeah.
Why do people hate
fucking
Nickelback?
great.
Why do people hate Nickelback?
I don't know. I think it's the lead singer. Everyone hates him.
Because I don't think it's I don't think it's horrible music. Like some of it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a singer.
You think it's a singer?
Yeah, he just looks like a guy you wouldn't like.
Yeah, he's not as cool as fucking Chris Cornell.
Yeah, he looks like he tries a little too hard, you know?
Do you think if he looked like Chris Cornell, people would like Nickelback more?
Maybe. And the name of the band, too.
How are you laughing, Ben? I'm just saying, like, Chris Cornell is cool.
They shouldn't fucking but when you put the music on, you can't see either of them. So why should
I don't care. I'm saying
no, I know. I probably agree with you that it would matter, but it
Paul is saying it's the lead singer. So I'm like, is it the way he looks, or is it?
Yeah, it's exactly the way he looks.
Let me say something. Nickelback here. Let's say you've all had a few pulls on a fucking joint, yeah? And you listen to a song like Photograph or
that's a good song.
You'd have a great time. You'd have a fucking
It is a great time song. It's a great time song. Yeah.
Feel good music.
About 5 or 6 songs like that. That are like literally great time songs.
Yeah.
But not really training songs though. But they're good.
One is I like Leader of Men.
That's the song I was thinking of.
I love that song.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. You know what that song's about?
I just figured like a leader.
No, so I heard it's about the first guy to take their shrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
He's a leader.
I don't know if I'm wrong. That's what I heard. It's about the first guy in the group to take their shrooms.
Really? Well, they're from BC, I think, so it probably
makes
probably
sense.
true.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, that's my favorite Nickelback song.
Yeah.
Leader
song.
Ben, do you have a normal one?
Is it the last one? Is it the last one?
Maybe, I don't know. Just go ahead.
I have 2.
Okay, go ahead.
I got so Eminem Fight Music.
Eminem. I haven't heard that.
I don't know that song.
Yeah, it's D12. It's Eminem D12.
Yeah. Oh, D12. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Eminem Fight Music. What else, Ben? What's the second one?
I'm gonna have to go up. It's called The Plot in You, Disposable Fix. A new one, Disposable Fix.
Disposable Fix.
Mate, you can't say that Eminem Lose Yourself isn't a banger.
Yeah.
It feels
There's
like
a lot of Eminem.
It still bangs.
I like Eminem. Eminem Bad Guy. It's probably my
favorite.
That's
a newer one. That's a slightly newer one.
Disposable Fix. What's the name of the song?
That is the name of the song.
Oh.
The band is called The Plot in You.
The Plot in You. Okay, Paul.
Are we picking 2 then? Since Ben got 2?
Well, okay. If you feel left out, go ahead and have 2.
Okay. Fucking Problems, ASAP Rocky. I love that song.
You're more current than any of us. Mike, you're more current than any of us.
And
Rocky.
Voodoo Child.
You're hilarious.
Oh, you pulled out Voodoo Child.
Yeah,
Jimi
Hendrix, Voodoo Child.
You don't listen to that. You fucking.
Can I tell you what? When I was like 17, I got my very first car, and on the parcel shelf at the back, I cut out holes and put some like fucking speakers in it, and I had a subwoofer in the back.
I did the same thing.
I was blasting Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
fucking hard.
But that's not the best Jimi Hendrix song.
No, which one do you like?
Hey Joe. I like the riff. Hey Joe or Purple Haze are my 2 favorites.
The riff in Voodoo Child is hard to beat though.
Yeah, that's the best part at the beginning.
Fucking guitar solo is hard to beat.
Yeah. For sure.
Like you feel like
just thought about it.
Yeah, you feel like you've got like a fucking. You feel like you got hair down to your ass. Even you would feel.
That's what you know. What that makes me think of? That makes me think of Stranglehold.
Oh, Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent, Stranglehold.
Yes, terrible Ted.
That beginning of any song is fucking the best.
Yeah, Ted Nugent's got some music too for working out.
I used to rip when I was in that car. I used to rip through a bunch of Van Halen as well.
Oh yeah, there's early Van Halen with David Lee Roth.
There's one Van Halen song I love. You told Running. Is it Running Devil?
Running with the Devil.
Running with the Devil. That's it.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship landing. The beginning. That sound.
So
I didn't like it with Sammy Hagar as much.
So I have a question. When you guys are in the UK, are you listening to all the American bands, or are you listening to UK bands, or is it just everything? Like, what are you listening to?
My childhood, I grew up on like Nas, DMX.
Okay.
Jay-Z,
so you're still listening to all the same shit we are.
Eminem, yeah.
Okay.
My next one was going to be Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac?
Which one?
Yeah, it's going to be Breathing.
Breathing.
It was on one of his sophomore albums after he died, but it's a good tune.
Okay.
Do I get one more?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
And then we'll go for let's put Eminem The Way I Am.
Yeah, I could throw in a bunch of Biggie stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more and we'll call it a day. I'm gonna go Bone Thugs.
Harmony.
Biggie.
Oh yeah.
Bone Thugs, Biggie.
That was a Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie. Notorious Thugs.
No, wait. What song am I thinking of?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm thinking Notorious Thugs, isn't you?
No, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of Spit Your Game.
Oh.
I don't think
Oh,
that's
I tell you. Is it the Machiavelli, Me and My Girlfriend as well? That one is a fucking tune.
Yeah. 95, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, it's Bone Thugs and 1 second.
That's the one that was on oh shit, that Bonnie and Clyde was on.
Okay, I gotta wait for this ad to finish. Sorry guys. I'm thinking of this one here.
God, we give that right.
Oh, Fouad, I got one more.
Wait, you can't play it though. You get DMCA.
He doesn't care.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
7 seconds you get.
That's it. What do I have? 5 seconds, James?
You get like 7 seconds. Hey, whatever it is.
Okay, that's it. Let's move
That
on.
was that was on the Duets album, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Okay. Good. That's a good list. I got a whole new page. Awesome. So I got
You need a couple of lovely songs in there, like Celine Dion, just to break up.
so it's not too hardcore.
Well, you'll just find that sometimes you get different strength from those kind of songs. A weird one.
I know what you mean.
What's
there's a song I like by Moby.
Yeah.
It's called Everlast. It's just basically a fucking piano riff through the whole thing.
What about a song like, I know this ain't for that, but like REM, like Everybody Hurts.
Oh, yeah. That's a little too.
What, cry when I listen to that?
Yeah,
exactly. But then sometimes you cry and doubt the power.
That's what Nick said. That's what Nick says. Nick listens to like Evanescence, My Immortal. And shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
My Immortal. Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk about the Arnold because and I got shit on for calling it the Arnolds. So I'm not going to call it the Arnolds ever again.
What are you supposed to call it?
The Arnold.
Who shit on you?
I didn't think it was that wrong. I'm like, it's not that crazy, but I guess it is.
Did the people from the Arnold shit on you for it?
No.
Oh,
no,
fuck, then who cares?
The guys on Bro Chat were like, yeah, it's not called that. I was like, all right, guys, whatever, take it easy. Do you guys say the Arnolds or the Arnold?
Arnold. Doesn't really matter. I've done both.
What do you call it? What do you say, Paul? I'm going to the Arnolds or
Arnold's.
Ben?
Now I'm on the spot. I don't know. I think I use both. I think I interchange both.
I've definitely used both.
I've used both too.
James?
Yeah, but it's the Arnold Sports Festival.
I wouldn't call him out. Someone said to me Arnold, I wouldn't call him out.
Yeah, I thought it was like interchangeable.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, yes, guy was leading that one, right?
Ian was on fire.
Well, and because it's the name of someone, it's not like a word that ends and just ends. Like the Olympia, you can't say the Olympias.
That's what I think of it as Arnold show.
Whereas when it's an Arnold, you can say the Arnolds.
Whatever.
Because it's normally the Arnold Sports Festival, right? So it's like,
yeah,
a whole bunch of different things. Yeah,
doesn't fucking matter. We all know what we're talking about.
Okay, this is a list. James, I don't have, and Paul, I also don't have any of your predictions. Or these are all, these aren't final predictions.
Oh,
doing
you
top?
have my prediction. You don't have my prediction.
Yeah, I
off
do.
air.
Mine with you.
Off air.
I have Ben.
Wait,
I have
no,
yours.
How?
We did it with Justin and Roman.
We did it. I know I done it.
Have you?
Yeah,
Let me see here. Let me go into
Did we do
my.
it?
I definitely done it.
Let me go into my files.
I remember doing it.
I think
I
I,
don't remember
lost.
doing
I
this.
think I lost all of them.
I must have been with Ian. And
Okay, I have Nick, Ian, Guy. I have Evan. Oh, James, you were on with Evan
yeah, I
and
was with
James.
Evan.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You haven't got mine.
I haven't got Ben and Paul. Okay,
Ben that you need.
I have Ben
I can sit back.
off air.
Are
Okay.
we
Yeah,
placing
but
group
yes.
one or just top 5?
Ben, Paul.
Can I say something quickly before we do this? Because
Of course.
do you remember when Arnold used to talk about the show himself? And he used
Yeah.
to call it Arnold's Classic.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, but
If you
people
go
would
back to-
say
if you
people
go
would
on
say
YouTube, go on YouTube, yeah, and watch like an old Arnold classic. And he's like the Arnold's Classic all the time.
You sound like that.
He always put an S on the end. Always.
that's the best Arnold impression I've ever heard.
I know, eh?
I promise you, he puts an S on the end when he says it himself, and it's his bloody show.
Well, there you go. I've been vindicated.
Sorry, Ian.
Sorry, Ian and
I may
Guy.
not have been second at it, but I do know what Arnold used to say.
Okay, Ben. Let's go. Top 5.
Top 5?
This is a rough. This is
That's a tough lineup.
this is a fucking brutal lineup.
Okay, I'll walk
I'm
you
gonna
guys through
say-
it. Who's going to be
No.
first?
I'm not fucking.
I'm going to hold your
Brandon.
hand, Ben.
Look
I
at
got
the
it.
ball. Go for it.
Curry wins.
Yeah.
Bonak is second.
Yeah.
This is where it gets tough now.
Yeah, fucking right.
We all felt the same.
That's not true. I thought it felt tough after Curry.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think Bonak is a shoe-in for second. I mean,
Okay.
he is definitely the favorite for second, but I don't think he's a shoe-in for second.
Was that a recent picture of him I just saw on Instagram the other day?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's looking all right from what I gather.
Do you know what? Do you know how bad is this? I'm almost tempted to leave Bonak out. He's either second or he's not in the top 5 at all. That's where I'm at with it.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
I'm going to order some food. While we
I
do
think
this.
even if Bonak is off, he's still in the top 5 in my opinion.
I need that up there. Leave it.
All right.
List.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, third place.
Right, I'm gonna no. I'm scratching Bonak. Get rid of Bonak.
Wow.
I'm
Okay,
going.
Huh.
Bonak, you lost a spot for no reason. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going ballsy. Okay, I'm gonna put. Fuck me, this is difficult. I'm gonna go Regan in second.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Second?
First time,
Regan.
first time
Wow.
I've seen that. Okay, go third. Who's third?
Okay. It's
These
one
aren't
of-
these aren't final predictions.
I'm going wild card on this. Regan second, Brett third, Kuklo fourth.
Ben just likes all the white guys.
Oh, hang on. Shit. You know what I forgot?
You haven't thought about this very well, have you, Ben?
No, I just went on a whim. I'm ill. Fuck off. I forgot about Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he makes it. Yeah.
Fuck.
Justin.
Okay, so well, I'm going off of this list.
Okay, go ahead.
So Curry, Nathan, Regan, Brett, Kuklo. There you go. Done.
Nathan, Regan,
Brandon Curry, Nathan Dasher, Regan Grimes, Brett, Kuklo.
Brett, and Kuklo. That's top 5.
Have that. And if that's the correct top 5, I want a fucking prize or something.
You definitely need a prize.
Okay, I'll give you a prize.
Because that's out on a limb.
Okay, Paul, go ahead.
Okay. Brandon Curry.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Bonak second. I think he's gonna redeem himself here.
Yeah.
Third. How old is Bonak now?
Who cares? Go ahead. Third.
I like it.
Third. This for me is where it gets really tough. But I'm gonna say
Nathan.
and then I'm gonna say Brett.
Brett.
And then Steve.
Kukla. Okay.
Fuck, that's a tough one.
Forget Akeem Williams. He's like top 6 Olympian.
Akeem and Justin Rodriguez.
Oh, too late. Picks are in.
It's her. That's a tough pick.
No, it's okay. Those aren't final. Those aren't final.
That's horrible. That's a horrible prediction, by the way.
That
It's
is
such a horrible line. Like in a way, it's so competitive.
What are we wagering, Fouad?
We haven't put a bet on it, and we haven't did final picks yet. You still owe.
I know.
A nipple
I
piercing.
know. I know. I'm waiting for you to tell me what day you want to go.
Ben owes me a fucking beard shaving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why for what?
You lost the bet a while back.
I didn't lose that bet. He lied. James will back me up on this one. I'm sure someone recently will confirm me on this one.
Okay, let's do some questions. What's worse, not changing the toilet paper roll or not returning the cart at the store?
Toilet paper roll.
Toilet roll.
Kids don't do that.
I don't care if they change the toilet paper roll as long as there's toilet paper in the fucking bathroom.
Well, yeah, but we keep ours downstairs.
Or back or sideways to get a new toilet roll.
I don't care.
I don't like having to do that leaning shit and going into a cupboard with my arsehole spread.
Yeah.
You've already shit. And then you realise there's no toilet roll. Because you don't sit down.
Really fucked if it's in a different room and you have to shout
Yeah, well,
him for it to
I've
work.
done that.
No, if it's not in the same room, then of course the toilet roll.
That's
But
annoying.
if there's toilet paper already in the bathroom,
Then that's okay. But I got to go downstairs sometimes to get more.
Like,
No.
what if it's just like that little bit too far? And you've already done the shit.
those are the worst. You're walking
Wait,
like a
you've
duck.
got to be
You're walking like a duck to go get it. You're like,
you've got to be some kind of lazy cunt to not replace a toilet roll.
Yeah.
That is
You've
annoying.
used the last sheet.
It says a lot about the person before you.
Yeah.
but okay, this isn't fair for me because my toilet roll basket is right next to the toilet.
Is it always full though? What if it's
Yeah.
not always full?
It's always full.
Yeah, but they're not changing it.
So it's right there for you to put one back on the roller.
I never ever put it on the roll. Ever.
You don't?
Oh, you're a
Such
piece
a
of
man.
I
you're a
put it
piece of
on. I
shit.
put it on top of the roll.
Oh,
Yes,
you're a
Yannicka
fuck.
does that.
You're a lazy cunt.
Yannicka does that.
Yannicka does that.
He wedges a new one, just sit on top of the old broken
Yeah,
one. The one
that's what I do.
nothing on it.
The old one's still there. I just
Oh.
put the new one on top.
Oh man, my conscience can't let that be.
When it gets down to a
I
certain,
can do that.
when it gets too low, you won't use it for that?
No, I still use it, but I'll leave the old
Leave
like
the
the cardboard there.
Oh, I thought you need like
You're
just a couple little squares on there still.
No, I use the whole
You're a
thing.
piece of shit.
Why?
You're a piece of shit.
Why?
That's so. Do you know how fucking bone idle lazy you are?
But the toilet paper is there. It's not like there's no toilet paper there.
No, but that's the thing.
So-
It's there. That's the whole point. It's like so close you could just do it.
Yeah, it's right there for you
None
to
of those.
replace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do it?
But then what's going to happen? I'm going to put it on there. It's going to run out again anyway. I'm just going to put another one on there. It's like,
Yeah.
You say that about anything. You say that about the milk. I'm going to use it tomorrow. Let's leave it out.
So instead of a roll, you should just get a shelf for your toilet
look,
paper.
I'm taking a stand.
Like,
on
I'm
this
not going
one.
to wash. I'm not going to wash my dick because it's only going to get dirty tomorrow.
That's right.
Fuck
So
it.
I shower. No, I'm going to take a stand here. I don't really care. As long as the toilet paper is there to be used, I don't give a shit if it's on the roll. But
See,
if
see,
somebody leaves their cart in a parking spot and I can't park there, I fucking go ballistic.
Don't you
But
just
James,
bump
hang
it
on,
with the cart?
but see, look how selfish you are, right? Because
Why?
what James said is right.
What?
Because you don't care.
First of all, nobody
But-
disputed that I'm selfish.
No. But listen. Here's how I see your thought process, right? I don't care whether the toilet roll is on the holder or not, but I know that my wife does care.
No, she
And so
doesn't
when
care
that
either.
runs
That's
out,
why I don't care. My wife doesn't give a
your
fuck
wife
either.
doesn't care.
We both don't care.
Well, if they
So-
don't both care, then I stand down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like she's
Then
mad
why
at
do
me. And I'm
then,
like,
so then why do you even have a toilet roll holder if neither of you care?
Yeah,
Why don't you
we're
just
gonna
put
be
it on the side?
Instead.
we got to be civilized. We got to have one.
Yes.
We're not fucking animals.
No, but like, if it bothered her, then I would put it on the roll. But she don't give a fuck, so I don't give a fuck.
See, 'cause I know Denise would kick my ass. So I'm doing that because I know she's gonna.
No, if it was the kind of thing where like,
Yannicka's quite bad at that.
but why do you care then, James?
Because I'm like, you've just interrupted my shit.
Why? Can you just pick up the toilet roll and get the toilet paper? Like,
Yeah,
what
but
do
it's
you-
still the whole like, I'm a messy shitter, man.
Okay, wait a second. I'm not talking like if you have to. I'm not talking about
lay down a top.
You don't want to make this worse than it already is. That's
I'm
what
not
saying.
talking about if you have to go somewhere to get the toilet paper. I'm saying
No, you don't.
if
You
the
don't.
toilet
Even
roll is
whole-
on the toilet
Listen,
bowl, like
even
on the
whole
toilet holder.
rotation, even having to rotate and lean down is an inconvenience for me.
Man,
It's
okay.
bad.
All
I'm
right.
a dirty mate. Listen, ask Yannick where my fucking shit ends up.
I don't want to. Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right, let's get out of here quick.
Okay. Serious question. What do you do if you're prepping with your girlfriend and she's on gear, so her sex drive is 3 times higher than yours? Do you just use Cialis every other day and suck it up, or use the 3 weeks out show as an excuse to slack? So this guy's girlfriend's got a higher sex drive than him.
If you don't smash her,
Well, it's a good problem to
she
have.
will. If you don't smash her, she'll go elsewhere. That's what I'm saying, sir.
Yeah.
Take the Cialis and do your job.
Yeah.
Take the eyes,
Yeah.
swallow it like a man, and just do
Yeah,
it.
man.
I'm interested.
No, seriously though,
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
I wouldn't.
Well, you wouldn't?
This is what I would do if it was me.
My missus ain't gonna go elsewhere if I'm not gonna put out a couple.
Okay,
of
1 second. I've never, just for the record, I've never had this problem, but I don't like to fuck when I get like 4 weeks out from a show.
I don't either, but if they wanted to, you'd have
What
to.
I'm saying is, if my
Yeah,
if my wife was like, I have to, I'd be like, I'll lay there and you can do whatever you want to me, but I'm not
Perfect.
gonna fucking waste my energy.
Pogo stick all day.
That's
Perfect.
right. That's it. Yeah, I'll do that, but I'm not gonna be like, I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna
That's
force
good
myself.
enough.
Oh,
That's
okay, but you're still compromising.
I'll compromise. I'll let her use it, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do the work.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Wake me up when you're done.
No, man, honestly, because when I'm 4 weeks out, it's like when I'm starving and I'm fucking irritable and it's the last home stretch, I just don't want to. I don't have it at all.
Yeah, but if you had
I could get
begging
it.
you to,
No,
you probably
no, I'm
rise
not-
to the occasion.
No, I'm not saying like I've had it where like it can be woken up if it needs to be,
Right.
but it's just not my. It's not my first. Like I
You
don't.
prefer not to.
Bollocks thing
You
is,
would if you had to.
stupid
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
The most stupid part about all this is the day after the show, you're absolutely fine for fuck 10 times.
Dude, day
Yeah.
after the show, that night, once I eat like a slice of pizza, I'm good to go.
It's stupid, isn't it? It's like,
Wait,
You know it's
you ain't
psychological.
stopping. You're not stopping eating pizza that night.
No, after
The
I'm
next
done eating
morning.
pizza, like after I'm full,
does that not?
it's the
Yeah, but you know, like they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's the
sexy.
dude, it's the worst
Burping
sex
and
ever.
fart water.
I'm bloated. I'm sweating. I'm like, let's fuck.
But does that
Yeah,
not tell
heartburn.
you how
What's that,
fucking
James?
psychological that whole sex thing is?
Yeah. Well, doesn't
Because
it?
it is.
Does it have anything to do though with like your hormones coming
I
back?
don't know. I don't know.
Like,
But we all
after
feel like we're
eating?
all like we can't. We can't. No, my energy. I've only got a little bit of energy.
No, that's not why. I literally have no desire to.
Oh
it's
no,
not-
mine's like no, I can't because I've got to try and live later.
Oh, you're crazy.
oh no, mine's not that.
No.
Like,
Mine's
I've got
like,
the power.
mine's like, I'm fucking flat out exhausted. I can't. I'm
Yeah,
tired, I wanna
that's
sleep,
that. I'm with
dead.
Ben on that one. For me, it's
Yeah,
like
I'm more like I burn through carbs as it is. Fucking will fuck me up more.
you're preserving your energy. No, I'm
I'm
sorry.
literally reserving those carbohydrates. Give me an extra 50, I'll fuck.
Why are there so many crazy good Canadian bodybuilders? There is right now. Abe, Paul's
Yeah.
probably the most there has been. Like Quint, Reagan, Ian.
Yeah, and there's because we have for a long time there, I mean, after like
Oh, Joe
Henderson
Stevens,
Thorne, it
Reagan.
was that Ian started coming along.
No, it was
Um,
me. It was Frank after Henderson.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
Then me, then Ben Pekulski.
Ben too. Yeah, I forgot a couple guys there.
And
Sorry.
then, hi, buddy.
And now you got Joe Seaman as well.
How are you?
Yeah, Joe's good.
He's a lump.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's a lot of good bodybuilders coming.
and it's
up.
getting better. A couple good amateurs this year got their pro cards. So I think they'll make a dent in the pro ranks.
I think what my opinion of it is, I think once people realize, and I'll pat myself on the back for this one, and Frank and Ben. I think once, and I know you love it when I pat myself on the back, Ben. No, but I think honestly, because when I was coming up, people were like, Canadian bodybuilders can't make money, they can't make it. And I think once people saw me, Frank, Ben, like actually get contracts and make money, they were like, oh, okay. So I think more, because I feel like the Canadian bodybuilding scene has grown more since like the contracts are more available for us.
There's no-
You know what I think,
I'm pretty
Fouad?
sure-
Go ahead,
Sorry, go
Ben,
ahead.
and go Ben and then Paul.
I said there's no Mr. Olympia Canadian, right?
No, Claude Gruel was the Masters Olympia winner. And then we have
Yeah.
Bumstead. We have Bumstead, obviously, in Classic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but no Mr. Olympia.
No,
has been from Canada yet.
no, not yet.
Oh.
No. What were you gonna say, Paul?
Before Fouad, I don't think we had a Canadian pro show winner. Henderson may have won a show.
Well, we have
Not
Paul.
really.
Paul Dillette never won a show, did he?
Well, Paul Dillette I never really considered Canadian, to be honest with you, because Paul, like he turned pro in the US.
Yeah.
Like he didn't live in Canada.
But he was
living
Canadian.
in Florida or California.
But he was
Sorry?
Canadian. But he was Canadian.
He is
right?
Canadian, but he lived in the US for his bodybuilding career. So he never really identified with being Canadian.
I mean,
Yeah, but so
he's
did Ben.
Canadian.
Though. But Ben lived.
He's Canadian for sure. Yeah, he was born here. But he never won a pro show either, did he? Did Paul Dillette ever win a show?
No, he
He
was
might
top.
have won one,
I don't think he. Did he win the Night of Champions? Maybe.
94 or something.
But I know.
Really?
I mean, not that he wasn't a great bodybuilder. He's top 6.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
I think he
Paul
won a show.
Dillette has some of the widest fucking clavicles I've ever seen on a human being.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So-
Remember the basket?
Do you remember that picture of him when he's wearing like suspenders? Is it?
Yeah.
I got Night of Champions. I got Night of Champions 1999,
Oh, that is
Okay.
that. Oh, shit.
and then he's got the NPC North Americans 1992 was his only
That's
other
where he
win.
got his pro card. Yeah.
So the rest of the placings he's got all, well, 1999 Olympia was 7th, but the rest are 5th, 5th, 4th, 6th, all Olympia placings. And then he's got Arnold Classics, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 6th.
Oh.
Like he's never placed anywhere lower than 7th at the Olympia.
He
Everything
only
else-
did the Arnolds in the Olympia every year, pretty much. I don't remember him doing any other shows.
well, he's
really.
got Night of Champions here, 99,
Okay.
2000, 2002, 6th, 3rd, and 1st.
But I feel like Paul Dillette and Dennis James, if they'd have been around in the years of social media, would have beaten everybody before the competition.
Yeah, Dennis James for sure.
You know what I mean? Like those fucking pictures. Those pictures of Paul Dillette. He just looks like a fucking fridge freezer.
We used
Like
to
a
laugh.
shredded fridge.
We used to
But
laugh
Paul's
when
probably-
when we were coming up because Dennis James was in his prime when I was coming up. And we used to laugh and be like, Dennis James is the fucking gym Mr. Olympia.
the 2 week
Yeah,
Olympia.
Because he would post photos on like the message boards and stuff where we're like, that guy, who can beat that guy? Nobody can beat
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
And then, but he would show up on stage, still awesome. But then, Ronnie was there and fucking, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about that? Oh, did you guys, what page was it that posted that video with Bronny, Jay, and Phil posing side by side? Did you guys see that?
Oh. What year was
Oh
this?
man, I'm never gonna find it now. For sure, I'm not gonna
Like
find
back
it.
when they
Oh,
did.
yeah, they did a virtual one.
Yeah, they did a virtual one. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Do you remember what page it was?
It's one of the regulars, bodybuilder without borders or something. One of those guys. Couldn't have been anyone other than those guys.
Let me see. Or was it Who's the Best Bodybuilder? That page is good.
I mean, who's the best actually? Because he does a lot of those, doesn't he?
I don't follow that one. Is it? Who's the best?
Who's the Best BB? Right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah.
I think so.
I'm gonna start following him now. I don't
Surely it
know.
was him.
Where the fuck is it? It was such a good.
Comparison.
I can't find it now. Fuck.
Did the three of them weren't the three of them in the same Olympia together on Ronnie's last Olympia?
No, but this guy did a
no,
virtual. This guy
07.
did a virtual. Whatever page it was, did a virtual one of them in their primes.
Oh, I see. A comparison.
Phil's first Olympia was a year after Ronnie's last.
What's that, James?
Phil's first Olympia was a year after Ronnie's last. So 07 was Ronnie's last. 08 was Phil's first.
Oh, okay.
He got third.
Well, that's really fucking irritating, man. I wish I could find it. There's no way it's going to come back to me. I've checked all the pages. Anybody have an idea?
Yes, no, I don't. I saw it as well. They tried to
Old
scare-
school bodybuilding or something, maybe.
Old school bodybuilding. No, that's like really old school.
Let me see if I can find something.
Well, that sucks. Okay. Anyway,
I don't remember how it looked.
it was really good, man. It was, but it just, the reason I want to bring it up is it kind of just showed Ronnie's like dominance. Yeah. It was just, it was crazy, man. Which do you choose to keep, music or movies or television? One must stay, one must go.
We did this the other day.
Did we?
What was it
I
again?
haven't done this one.
Okay. Go ahead, James. No, we did one similar to it, Ben. It wasn't that one, but go ahead.
I think you've got to keep movies, man, because they have music in them.
But Paul,
Sorry, it was music, movies, and what else?
television.
So I got to cut one out of my life,
Yes.
Yeah.
but I can watch like series, right?
Television.
You can
That's
watch television.
Yeah. Okay. The movies.
I thought you were going
You're
to say
cutting
television.
movies.
Why?
Are you cutting television or cutting movies?
I'm cutting movies.
You gotta keep.
Oh, so you're keeping.
Wait, are we keeping one?
Yeah.
Are we keeping? We're keeping one. One of.
You got to keep one. You got to keep one. Yeah.
That's why I said keep movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm keeping one of these. I gotta
Yeah.
cut two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. See.
I could live without music in my car and stuff.
You couldn't. Live
I'd have to cut out music and movies.
I think I go with movies. I'd like to keep movies.
I'll keep movies.
Oh, okay, I keep TV.
You can hear Hans Zimmer soundtracks. Come on.
And you can listen to podcasts on the drive.
What the fuck?
I feel that's cheating, man.
I don't even think I want to read this one.
But
You do want to. You looked up, so you're gonna read it.
If the crew from both shows had a bukkake, who would be on their knees?
Had a what?
A bukkake. You don't know what a bukkake is?
that's what like multiple
Wait,
modes on
wait,
somebody's
wait,
face.
wait, wait, wait,
He
wait.
knows.
Wait.
He
Go-
I
knows.
don't know. What it is.
James, you remember that time?
Paul,
you remember
shut
that
up.
time you were at my house? You remember that time you were at my house? We had a
James,
few too many
you know
beers.
what a bukkake is? You never seen a bukkake?
No.
It's when a bunch of guys. It's when a bunch of guys circle around. Well, I mean, it could be, I guess, a gay bukkake or whatever. But it's when a bunch of guys circle.
Rough
Around,
Riders.
okay, yeah. When a bunch of guys circle around a girl on her knees and they all blow their loads on her.
Okay, so then what was the question?
I think it's
Who would
asking
be on their knees?
who would we pick to be on their knees?
Guy.
That's not.
No, I don't think out of us.
Oh.
No, that was the question, right? That was
That is
the
what he
question.
does. I think he's.
I don't want to do
that.
this question anymore. Let's move on.
I've already
Yeah.
answered. I'm now. Guy.
Guy's thinking it.
I'm definitely spun.
He's
I was gonna say guy too.
he's already got the little bit of jizz on his beard. Right?
Oh god, I'm sorry, guy. I didn't say it.
I did. So fuck you now.
Favorite beer?
Beer?
Corona.
Erdinger.
I like Coors Light.
I like a Heineken.
Really?
Yeah.
Fancy.
San Miguel. No, San Miguel. San Miguel.
Never heard of it.
Spanish.
It's a good ale.
I had a glass of wine last night.
Was it good?
Saw that. It was a red.
Yeah, a glass of red wine. Nice.
I really enjoyed that whiskey we were drinking.
What was that again? At your house?
Oh, mine or his?
No. At my house we had a little Christmas get together. It was a Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, it was good.
It was actually good, man. I was drinking it. I was like filling up my glass. Just fucking.
I had a very
Did you
nice
drink my one, or did you? You were
I don't
being a
think-
bitch about my one.
I wasn't being a bitch. I didn't want to waste it because I was like mixed
Being
drinking
a
it.
bitch.
No, I
You're
was
being a
mixed
bitch.
drinking it. I didn't want to mix drink good whiskey.
Yeah.
You don't
Do
mix.
you
You don't
boys-
mix drink good whiskey.
No. Do you boys like
Good whiskey I
lamb
can
shoulder?
drink straight.
What's that, James?
You boys like lamb shoulder?
What's that? A whiskey?
No, to eat like lamb shoulder. Drinking lamb shoulder.
I like
like
lamb.
eating them.
I don't know what the fuck. I thought we were talking about whiskey. I thought it was a
I know. I'm just saying. I had a dinner last night. I went to my friends for dinner, and he cooked the most amazing meal.
I like lamb. I don't know if I've ever had lamb shoulder, but I
Oh,
don't know.
lamb shoulder.
Lamb shoulder?
Yeah, lamb shoulder is beautiful.
Why is it like tender on the shoulder or something?
Very tender.
Yeah, it falls off. You like if you still roast it as well, it like falls off the bone. It's beautiful.
Roasted for 5
Oh, yeah.
hours,
Wow.
and
You know what I have been doing? I've been Instapotting a roast the last couple weeks. You guys have an Instapot?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get an Instapot, man. You can make a whole roast in 40 minutes,
that's great.
like a fucking roast. Like
I love roasts.
put it
You
in
get
there.
like a marbled one for it or a lean one?
Well, the first one I got was marbled, and I fucking throw it in there. 40 minutes, and it tastes
What meat are
awesome.
you having as your roast?
The most recent one I got was a sirloin tip. The one I got before, I think, was
Was it an inside round?
no, it was a rump. Was it a rump roast?
Is that fattier?
I don't remember. Yeah, it was fattier. I don't remember what.
Yeah, you can't do. I can't do a lean roast. It comes out too dry.
Try it in Instapot, man.
Yeah,
Do it in the Instapot. I'm telling you,
because I prefer
you can't fuck it up.
really because I prefer lean meat, but I find a lean roast comes out so dry.
Every time I cooked it in the stove, it would come out dry. I either overcook it or something to dry it out because it was too lean. Also, right?
That's
Yeah,
why the lamb shoulder is so good. It's full
Yeah.
of fat.
Yeah.
yeah.
But in the Instapot, the roasts come out fucking lean as hell and they're not dry, or not
Really?
lean as hell. Sorry, they're like just cooked perfectly and they're not dry at all.
Yeah,
hungry.
tender.
I'm hungry too. What time is it? Okay, we
I'm
got
hungry.
like 10
I'm gonna
minutes.
go online and order some bad food.
What are you gonna order?
I don't know.
How excited he got! Look,
There's a Lebanese restaurant near me that's really good.
That
Does a
doesn't
good
seem like
chicken.
that doesn't seem bad food though.
It's not that bad. It does really good chicken.
Chicken and rice. You get a little oil on the rice. Not that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
No, the bread from the Lebanese restaurants is deadly.
The what? Oh,
the bread. The bread from Lebanese restaurants.
The bread is fantastic.
If they make it in house, yeah, it's fucking.
That's
awesome.
all. My mate Barry. Oh, you know Barry.
Yes,
James. We used to go out to Kingston to Lebanon. There's a Lebanese place we used to get there, and they just come up with these big flatbreads for you.
Yeah. How bad is your stomach fucked though after you eat that shit? My stomach's always ruined after I have Arabic food.
From all the spices?
I think so, yeah, because I normally don't spice my food that heavily. So whenever I eat Arabic food, I'm like, oh my God, stomach.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather sleep with your cousin once and only you knew about it, or have everyone think that you have slept with your cousin and nothing you can do or say will change their mind?
Does the cousin know about it as well?
Well, that's not even like an option. Like, that's not even a good would you rather. Obviously, you're going to take the first one.
Yeah, you get laid and no one knows about it.
Oh, wait, it is a good would you rather. The second one is have everyone think you slept with your cousin, but you didn't.
So wait. So what's the first one?
Sleep with your cousin and have no one know about it. Or
Yeah,
the second
Does the
one
cousin wait, does the cousin know about it? Or is it literally only you know about it?
well, you slept with her, so she knows about it.
No, I'm saying like, is there like a memory wipe where she doesn't remember?
No, there's no memory wipe. She knows. So you banged your cousin and she knows about it, or you didn't bang your cousin, but everybody thinks you did.
Like a first cousin?
Wait, I have another question I need to clarify before I answer.
What?
Is there a
she
chance
hot?
that people do no. Is there a chance that people will find out because that fear of like, oh
No.
shit, someone's gonna find out? So it's not like
No.
nobody will ever find out, period.
No.
Oh,
No.
then
I'm
that
banging
one. Then that one. Yeah, I'm banging it.
I'm banging it.
Yeah.
Paul?
Well, like, is this like present day or is this like in my past? Like, we talking like this happens in the center of the place today?
Don't worry, you're not
Okay.
you're not gonna get in trouble for
My wife listens to these, Fouad. I got to be clear.
This is not has nothing to do with your. This is a game. It's not. We're not
Okay.
actually gonna. You're not actually gonna bang your cousin.
Okay, but you know she listens to these, right? So I got to be careful.
Well, you should preface it with, "I don't want to because I love my wife, but because of the game, I will bang my cousin."
Okay, I would never do this because I love my wife, but I would bang my cousin.
But obviously, yes, it's hypothetical. It's not real.
So, but if everybody thought so and you didn't, how bad would that be?
You're
That'd be
ruined.
worse.
You're fucking ruined.
Are you ruined? Are people going to be that mad?
They'd be like, you banged your cousin, you dirty bastard, and you'd be like,
Bad, yeah.
But if you actually banged your cousin, that's like if we just change the question, right? Let's just change the question.
That's a bit cheeky.
Let's change the question. What if it was? What if you let somebody bang you, or everybody thinks you let somebody bang you?
What do you mean bang you?
Bang you, bro.
And I'm not letting anyone bang me.
Like, are they putting someone on and banging you?
What are you talking about?
So you're gonna let everyone think that someone banged you?
Oh wait, so you mean a man banged me?
Yeah.
That's a bit different. I think it'd been like a woman hop on me and ride me.
No, I mean like a guy bangs you, or he doesn't bang you, but everybody thinks he banged you.
I'd still think the first because I would hate to everyone think some dude banged me.
Oh, that's commitment. Okay, Paul.
Imagine you going out on the street and everyone's like, "You got bummed." It'd be hard to swallow.
That's what I'm saying. What was he?
Oh,
was he hard to swallow?
I would take the second. I would take the. I would want people to think what they want. I know I didn't get banged.
Oh,
that's a strong
thousands of people. All the listeners.
Yeah, you can say that now. Fouad has like 300,000 followers.
They know he's full of shit half the time.
400.
I'm sorry, 400.
They know he's full of shit though half the time too.
300 real ones.
Yeah, was he bought?
No, fuck that. I wouldn't want no.
Yeah, but the other way, you actually did get banged. That's way worse.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
right, listen, your kids know that some dude.
Yeah,
but I'll tell them.
Your kids are gonna.
Yeah,
think,
Matea's gonna be.
But I'll tell them.
But the thing was, and no, it doesn't matter what you say; they'll still believe that.
Everybody thinks
my kids will believe me. I hope.
No, they won't.
No, the thing is that you can't change it.
Keep it quiet.
But if there's no proof of it because it didn't actually happen, they would have to believe you.
No.
Yeah, but the world.
The game is everybody thinks you did.
But no proof.
No matter what you
Doesn't
say,
matter.
no matter what you say,
Everybody thinks it.
I still don't want to get banged by no guy.
Make sure it's a very good friend of yours.
Is that really small dick? Maybe. No, I still don't.
Oh, God.
I still don't want.
Okay, so we're all gonna take sleep with your cousin and get banged.
I don't want to get banged.
You're not gonna get banged.
No.
Everyone's gonna think you got banged though.
I didn't get banged though. They can
But
think what
everybody
they
thinks
want.
you got banged.
It was-
But I didn't get banged.
yeah,
But
but
you
we
did.
know you did.
That'll be the argument. That will be the argument from everybody.
Bang me.
That guy, whatever. We'll just make somebody up. It doesn't matter.
Quint Beastwood.
Quint Beastwood banged you.
Quint's a very nice guy. I think he'd be very gentle with me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
okay.
his placing's doing well now. That after he's seen
Yeah.
all the head judges.
Yeah, we'll never give him second again.
If the crew is having a barbecue, who's on what duty?
Well,
Oh, you're gonna run the barbecue food. You won't let anybody else touch your barbecue.
I'm not cooking anything because I'm terrible.
I'll
It's gonna
probably
be an
run the
argument between. It's gonna be an argument between Short Stack and Fouad. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know,
Was that supposed to be guy?
he's gonna be like, I can light a fire. Watch.
Guy will light the fire. I will barbecue. Guy, you'll do
I'll
all the
bring-
side. You'll do all the sides. James will bring the liquor.
No, I was just thinking I'll bring out a glass of water, a bottle of water for everybody, like a shit water.
Ben will bring the liquor then.
I'm
No,
on
it doesn't
cigars
do
and
it.
whiskey duty.
Bring the greens.
I need the most primitive roll.
All right. Okay, Fouad, best way to kill bloat, and drop the last 10 calories. 10 calories? So cardio. Now what carbs? I don't even understand this question. Okay, next.
Next.
Island. We're gonna skip that one. We've done so many island questions. No. How often does everybody argue with Fouad?
Once every 4 episodes.
I've argued with everybody on here, haven't I?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Different degrees, but yeah, there's been slight confrontation.
But I have to. It's not fun if everybody just fucking agrees all the time. Right, Ben?
No comment.
Ben wants
Ben, you're just as bad as I am. You're devil's advocate, dude. You even told me, you're like, I purposely start fights on purpose.
No one didn't say that.
You said that.
I said I played devil's advocate, but I didn't say
Same shit. Somebody,
This is what you do. This is what you do. You go, Ben said this, and I'm gonna quote him completely differently.
Yeah.
He does that.
yeah.
You said you like shooting dogs in the head, didn't you? I'm like, no. I like eating hot dogs. Oh, what the fuck you talking about?
I like a good debate. How's that?
Yeah, you do. You think that's cultural food a little bit?
No, I think it's fun. I think we're on a podcast, and I think it's fun to fucking have a debate.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it gets serious,
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm arguing because I actually believe something, and sometimes I'm arguing just because it's fun on the show.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
That's a bit of friction.
Right? Like the ambassador argument, that was real. The balance argument, that was real. Like those are things I actually believe, right? But sometimes I'll just fucking argue, like saying I don't want to bang my cousin. Like I'm just trying to keep an argument going, right? Keep a debate going.
Yeah.
This depends. Ben does it too.
Very neutral. Wait. We only argue on the podcast. You know that, right?
Never in the
Like when you call me, I don't think we argue over a phone call.
We have.
Are we?
Yeah, we have. Me and Paul have argued.
Yep.
Yeah.
We haven't had one in a little while.
Listen, I think anytime you talk to somebody enough, you're going to have differences. They're not like, we don't get mad at each other though. We just have a difference of
Oh,
opinion.
I don't care about arguing. I think it's like a good thing.
No, I know, but I'm saying like anytime if you talk to somebody enough, eventually you're going to have a difference of opinion somewhere.
Yeah. Disagreement.
But I always find that after the argument, you're in a better place
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
You know where each other's like, especially like Denise hates arguing. I'm like, good, we got that. Like things were getting a bit boring. We had an argument, now we reset.
I don't like an argument if it creates bad blood at all. Like when me and Ian were arguing about the ambassador thing, I felt like he got really upset. So I messaged him afterwards. I was like, hey man, I think that went a little far. I'm sorry. Like I probably should have dropped it early on. And he said, me too. So we kind of like squashed it. Right. So like, I like it when there's a debate that ends with like everybody just being cool. I don't like it when it ruins the friendships. And I don't have those. I try not to have those.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think if I was younger, like Paul has known me for a long time. I think when I was younger, I was more likely to not give a fuck what the other person thought.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Remember, we talked like stuff with maturity. Because remember, we were saying before, if you didn't know something, you would just argue your point anyway.
Yeah.
But now you can you're mature enough to be like, I don't know.
Well, John, and I, like I said, I learned that from John.
Yeah.
John was one of the fucking smartest people I knew, and he was totally fine with telling people he didn't know when he didn't know something.
Right. Instead of trying to bullshit his way through it.
Instead of trying to make your way, make things up as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do one more and we'll go.
Okay.
This could be interesting. What careers would y'all want if your bodybuilding careers never took off?
Pro gamer.
Do you think you could make money at that, James? Like enough to be comfortable if you spent as much time doing that as you did bodybuilding?
I think so.
Yeah.
Somehow. If you invested that much time in the beginning of when it first started taking off, yeah, for sure.
I almost feel like if you invested in as much time as we invest in bodybuilding into fucking
any of us would have done well in something.
You could be well at anything.
But don't they have like $1 million prizes for these online?
Oh yeah, no, they do. But I mean,
to
get to that point where you're one of those people, for sure, you'd have to
There's money there.
But I'm just thinking to myself, imagine like, so between the hours of cooking and training and talking about bodybuilding and trying to figure out bodybuilding and reading fucking books on bodybuilding, you could become pretty much great at anything if you spent that much time doing and thinking about it.
I was thinking this the other day, the amount of time I do like coaching and training and all things. I'm like, I'm becoming a specialist now. Like, I'm specialized in my life. I'm very much specializing, and I'm not talking within our community. So like, comparatively to other people, like my sister's a lawyer, right? So she specializes in that. I'm specialized in this. This is
It's your work.
I spent. They say like, was it 10,000 hours to become to master? I'm like, fuck, I'm balls deep on that. You know, if I like James said, if you'd have taken all that time and transition it and just substitute it for gaming, fuck, you couldn't help but be bloody good at it.
Or I mean anything. Like if I could have, like I didn't have the focus because I wasn't an academic, but if I liked school, if I spent this much time on fucking school, I could have got a master's in something, and you know what I mean? Like,
you have a PhD and
I just don't. I just seem to just happen to love this one thing. But anyway, so what would you guys do if you weren't bodybuilding? If you weren't good at it and you had to do something else?
I'd coach.
Well, Paul, you're not good at it, but if you were good at it and you weren't good at
it. I'm still a current pro, Fouad.
I had to take a shot at I'm a current pro as well.
You got your card this year?
No, but I can pay for it and get it tomorrow.
I'd be an accountant.
Really?
Yeah, I like numbers. I just thought about that the other day.
Your face, so like,
so confused.
What are you talking about?
Why are you confused?
Wait, I mean, you do have a day job already, right?
Yeah. I don't like it.
You're saying if you
can do anything,
doing it a long time now. It's time to transition.
You're like Rain Man. You're like, I want to be an accountant. I like numbers.
No, because I'm good with numbers. I like working with numbers. I like budgets and stuff like that.
Why are you good with numbers? Tell us why you're good with numbers.
I'm good at math.
Why do you say that?
Ask me a question.
What's 72 divided by 16?
Well, it doesn't divide evenly.
Okay, an accountant. Ben?
Can I cop out and say coach? Because
no, if that's what you love, if that's your favorite thing you could have been doing, then that's it.
No. I don't know. I think chef. I said that before. I think a chef.
Oh, chef would be banging.
That'd be a good job.
Hard work.
It's fucking long hours. I did it when I was at university. It's a slog.
Chef school.
It's
Yeah.
long hours.
Knowing how
It's
to cook
fucking
is
long hours.
a fucking big deal.
Yeah.
It's fun. James. Oh, gaming.
Yeah, it'd be that, or it'd be something like I said. I always used to say that to do with animals, something like preserving animals. Like, I don't know. I like it when they do conservation work with animals to keep them alive.
Yeah.
Breeding programs and like building housing for like certain species and stuff. I love that shit.
I like that shit too. Yeah.
That's so cool.
You find yourself watching nature shows for like hours on end sometimes?
I used to literally binge watch everything. But I still feel very strongly about it. I still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be a race car driver.
What, Formula One, NASCAR?
No,
I think you guys are talking like regular
Formula
jobs.
It's got to be
You're
Formula
too
One.
big for Formula One.
I would have never, but if I never started bodybuilding, I would have never been this big.
No, you're too tall. They're all fucking midgets.
Nah, I'm only 5'9", like 5'8". I'm short.
They're pretty
Formula One
short.
would be a different world. You'd be having some right parties right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought we were talking about like regular jobs. I didn't know we're doing like fantasy jobs.
Paul's like accountant.
Well, I want to change mine now because that's what I would do for just a
You can
regular
be
job.
anything you want in the world. I'll be an accountant.
No, I thought we we're talking like you guys are talking fantasy stuff. Okay, I'd be a basketball player. I'd be an NBA star.
That's what you want to be?
Yeah.
That would be your number one.
If we're doing that,
If I wasn't in the bodybuilding, yeah, I'd be an NBA star.
It's got to be kind of realistic.
I was pretty good at basketball when I was a kid.
It almost happened.
It almost happened. Yeah. Does it have to be kind of true, or can it be
I feel like-
completely?
I thought it was. I think
Very
it was really
Okay, fine. I won't be a race car driver. If I could do anything other than bodybuilding, I'd probably be a Navy SEAL. What?
Okay.
That's realistic. That's realistic. That's realistic.
People telling you, people yell at you, telling you what to do. You wouldn't do well with that.
Yeah, you suck at that.
I would end up being the leader of the Navy SEAL camp.
Oh yeah, sure. You would.
Yeah.
He's getting pissed off because we're laughing at that.
I
No,
know.
I'm not pissed off. That's what I would do.
Really?
Paul, you don't think I can make it because you know you can't make it. So you assume I can't make it because you can't make it.
That's not true at all.
Yeah.
I just don't see you taking orders. And in the military, you got to take orders. I don't see you
Yeah.
do well with that.
The orders part wouldn't be good.
I think being actors would be good.
That's a different kind of orders, though. I think I could do that.
I don't know.
If it was for a specialized to join like a specialized unit, I think I could put up with it.
But the process leading up to that, the training and that, you wouldn't like that, I don't think.
I don't know what the exact process is, though. Like you don't
But I'm sure
you don't have to be a soldier for a number of years first.
I'm
do you?
pretty sure to be a Navy SEAL is
Pretty
a rough
harsh.
ride.
Yeah.
No. I didn't say
No,
it's easy. That's not what I meant. I meant like you don't have to be a soldier for a number of years first, do you?
I don't know. But like training to become a soldier, you get yelled at a lot and stuff.
But I'm saying if it was a means to an end, I think I could deal with it. I have the discipline to do it.
I
You get discipline, sure.
I want you to have a Navy SEAL on here as your next guest on the Real Bodybuilding Podcast.
Yeah.
I actually follow one. I was going to ask to come on.
So you should get him on or her on, and you should find out some proofs. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ask Jocko to come on to it.
I have asked Jocko to come on, but he's
Have you?
just too popular. He's not going to come on my show.
Did you respond?
No, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like he's
Okay.
too popular. He probably didn't even get my message. But like,
Who is
fucking
this? Who is this?
Jocko Willick. He's got like 1 million followers, so he probably didn't even get my message. But even if he did, he probably wouldn't come on. Like I got to start with a lower level Navy SEAL, somebody not as popular. Anyway, okay, fine. So what do we want me to pick then? I picked 2 things. You guys are like, you can't do that. I didn't say that. I didn't fucking say that to you guys, you motherfuckers. You guys
I
are
think
like,
you'd be a good car salesman.
huh?
You'd be a good car salesman.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
You would.
You'd be a
You
good
know
accountant.
cars.
You'd be a good
You're a
accountant.
good salesperson.
You'd be a
Well,
good
it was,
border agent. You're not
I'd be
even
the accountant for your dealership.
you're not even a good border agent.
Who was the
I don't
guy-
pay to be.
Who was the guy that made Pinocchio? Is it Chappelle?
Oh
Pardon?
God.
Who's
Where are
the
you
guy that
going?
made Pinocchio?
Pinocchio?
Where are you going with
Yeah.
it, James?
Say you could be a toy maker.
That's not where you go. What?
That's where I'm going. You can be Chappelle.
You fucking cocks.
You can literally make wooden toys. Yeah.
Okay. I think we're done now. I'm going to let everybody go. Go fuck
I
yourself.
think you'd be good at making toys, wooden toys.
Okay. So we got an
It's 'cause
accountant.
it's the lumberjack top. It's making
We
me
got
think that you work
an
with wood.
accountant, a chef, a gamer,
A woodsman.
and a woodsman. All right.
Yeah.
Woodman's just all round everything. Makes everything out of wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds
gentlemen.
good.
I'm going to eat.
All right.
I'm gonna go to eat.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
You take
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.